All
You
right,
know what I'm saying?
ladies and
I'm saying
gentlemen,
I'm trying to
ladies and
help your black ass
gentlemen,
out, Ricky Brown.
we are back. We are back. Sorry for the technical difficulties. It won't happen again. I tell you that. He said he got disconnected. Uh,
Oh yeah, Ricky Brown. You see that? You can click on that link, Ricky Brown. See, that's a clear one right there. I don't know you want that, but that's a clear one though. If you just want to see everything in there though. And I had like the 4090 up in that bitch. So you can check it out. And then, like half what you paid. Feel me?
mm-hmm.
You can start with that though. You feel what I'm saying? But let me double check on it and see like more the specs of that. Um,
All right, we live. We live. We live. We are live. We are live. We are live. We are live. Let's go back to doing what we was doing. We got to get greatness situated. Is he in the room yet?
No, he's not in the arcade or in any of the
He
voice
said he
chats.
clicked. He said I clicked it and it sent me here. All right, hold on, greatness. All right. I don't know. Voice channels. Create a channel? No. The arcade. Right here. Create an invite.
Who made the arcade lock?
Yeah,
What
unlock
was
it.
it?
Unlock it. Can you do it?
Okay.
Yeah, you're a mod. You're a mod, Levon. Unlock it.
Wait. Can
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Bear with us. We're trying to get greatness in here, into the room. Something's going on. Let's see. And he says sending me back to the same place. Okay. All right. In the meantime, RE4 remake. Let's pick up from there. Anybody play the demo?
Yeah, I played it.
Yeah, everybody's talking about the glitch in the demo where you can drop all of your items and stuff. Parker, did you try that out?
no, I ain't even played the art demo though.
Are you gonna buy the game?
No, I'm not really a big Resident Evil fan though. To be honest with you.
Oh wow. You're old school, brother. I thought you liked that Resident Evil.
You know damn well I am. I spent my money. I should have went got it from
I know
GameStop.
Ty gonna get it though. Yeah, so
I'm getting it.
Yeah, Tyler, get it.
My favorite one up next, Resident Evil 5. I was just waiting for them to get 4 out the way, but they did their thing with this demo.
Yeah, I
Or
like
with the
5.
game,
I
saw.
like 5 because that co-op, bro. That co-op was oh man, that was awesome.
Yep. And if they implement all the stuff they put from this game to the next, oh god, I'm gonna play the hell out that game. Sorry for me cussing. I know I'll be playing, boy. They gonna take all my money for that special edition. All my money. But I like how you can counter everything too. They let you counter stuff with the knife. And I don't even know if you can take this off, but I tried to do the little drop item thing. It didn't work for me.
No, well they probably patched it by now because I mean,
Nah, I thought you just supposed to drop your guns. I ain't know you supposed to drop everything. Like you supposed to drop everything you got to do it.
I don't know, but my question is though, how big is that demo? What's the gig?
Well, you go from it's the very beginning of the game. Basically, it's you going to the town to look for it, and then you go through the dude house. Then you make your way through these little cornfields to get to the actual city of the town, and then you just I ain't gonna lie to you. They made these monsters smart as crap on this new one because the last one they was kind of stupid. You can control the crowd on the last one. You can't control these zombies. Or what I mean, I think it's called Lost Plagas. I think that's the name of. You can't control them. They do what they want. And then they smart. They hit you in the face with the little stick to keep you to the chainsaw dude. They put you in the full Nelson, and if you stay there long enough, he kill you with one hit. So yeah, it's different from the original one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised Parker didn't like RE, but I think 5 was probably my favorite out of all of them because with the co-op and everything, you use Shiva and all the other stuff that was.
What's that game PlayStation getting a remake for? That other scary game that was trash.
What remake? You talking about Silent Hill?
Yeah, you must like that, don't you?
No, I don't like Silent Hill either.
Okay, I thought you was a Silent Hill fan. And I'm like, them the only people that don't like Resident Evil games. Silent Hill.
No, I don't. Not so much. I don't like the Resident Evil. But that wouldn't be like okay. If it comes, I'm not saying I won't necessarily get it, but it won't be like my top tier games to get though. The next, what would be the next big? I'm definitely looking to get Diablo though.
Diablo ain't coming out to June.
I mean,
that's a long way.
It's not a long way, really. I mean, we'll be in April soon.
Look how many games you got to go through to get to that.
Like what? Name them. Which ones?
You got to go through Resident Evil. You got to go through Zelda. You got to go through.
No, we got to switch.
Hold on, you got to go. You got to go through Star Wars. You got to go through Redfall. You got to go through. I don't know that many Switch games. I think it's another Switch game coming out too. But you got to go through bundles of games for you even get that.
No, but it's definitely gonna do good on the PC side anyway. You know.
Well, Diablo, yeah. Well, that's
yeah.
That's where it came from, though. It came from.
Yeah. So, I was like right now. Well, I was looking at I would pick Diablo over all those games. I'm not saying it could be better than all those games, but I would pick it over those games though. At the moment, right? I would pick Diablo. I had to choose between Star Wars and Diablo. I'll take the Diablo though, because it impressed when I seen it at the showing though. So I'll go back to the show and now I'm seeing the beta and stuff like that. That'd be a game like okay, yeah, I could play this game right here though. Feel me? That's why I say that though.
Yeah.
I like the Diablo 3, but I think Diablo 2 is trash. I bought that and I regretted buying it.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, Greatness. What up, bad man? What up? Hey, Greatness. Go into the general. Go to the general, and I'll just broadcast from the general since you're having trouble getting into the arcade. That's fine. It doesn't matter. I'll jump into the general, and we'll broadcast from there. So Thriller Ali is like in the controls of that. All right, Greatness. Can you hear me? He's in here. Parker?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, is everybody still here, live on air? Because we're broadcasting it now from the general room. It's not in the.
I don't know what did, but he said there's a private channel, so I couldn't see the permissions or anything when I was looking.
Well,
I think you got to do that, Ricky.
No, Parker created that room. I didn't. But anyway, Greatness.
Yo,
look, we should be broadcasting the show from the general instead of the actual arcade room.
Yeah.
So,
all right, that's cool.
All right, so
I hear the audio on the YouTube. So that's
all right, so you hear audio on YouTube? All right.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. That's what I was looking for. All right, cool. So we just, saying ain't no big deal. We'll just broadcast it from this room here.
Ain't want me to be great, man.
Oh man. But anyway.
So you guys were talking about Resident Evil?
Yeah, we talked Resident Evil. But before we continue on that, everybody, let's welcome Greatness to the panel. He's going to be one of our regulars. He's going to sling mud. He's going to do that kind of stuff that everybody likes. I think Greatness is a hurt Xbox guy.
Oh, man.
He is an Xbox guy, but, he let guys like J-Dub and them twist his nerves a little bit, and then he starts piling on.
That's not what happened, man. That's not what happened.
I saw listen, can you tell me what happened to Freddie Wayne? This guy was shining J-Dub's shoes last night. Like, oh my God, everything J-Dub said, freaking Freddie Wayne was agreeing with him like he was on the stand. I'm like, what is going on here?
Freddie Wayne he's always been a flip flopper.
Oh my God, he's.
If you spitting the hot rhymes, you know he gonna be Spliff Star. You gonna be Buster Rhymes. He's gonna be
Oh
Spliff Star.
man,
It's just
yeah.
that's what he does, man.
Oh man, shout out to Batman.
Hey.
We not early. It's daylight savings, bro. I think that's
Yeah,
what's throwing you off, brother.
Freddie Wayne's a backup singer, so you know he doing what he do best. He backing people up.
Oh man, yeah, because I was hearing J Dub and Freddie was co-signing and talking about the console's gonna be gone by next gen and this. And I'm like, listen, I think they are gonna go away from the console. But Freddie and J Dub was talking like it was gonna happen at midnight, like Cinderella, and just like everything was gonna be over with. Like, man, y'all need to go ahead with that. That's not the case. They already put R&D into the next Xbox anyway. So you think they just not gonna have it come out?
I'll say this. I don't see really the consoles necessarily going away. Yeah. And no one can necessarily honestly say that unless they know the deal they have with AMD for like, because the chips they bought, that's going to spread across like multiple product SKUs though, right?
Yeah.
And so then when that contract's up, then you'll be able to see which way they would actually want to go, and depending on how the industry is shifting though. But yeah, you'll see the games they play for the cloud on TVs and more devices and stuff like that. Consoles might still be viable in certain areas where the optimum internet performance is not there for them. So
yeah, but you don't believe like these hucklebucks are telling you that Xbox is closing down the gaming console division by tomorrow. I mean
I think
ridiculous.
Listen, even if they stop making consoles, they're not closing down the gaming division though, because what they say, the Xbox is not really going to be considered like a console, but an ecosystem. So that's still, regardless if you're playing it on a cloud, that's still part of the gaming division though, regardless if you're selling hardware.
I could see them offering a premium option, like a premium console, like Freddie did kind of talked about that, or something. Like offering like a.
You know,
they need to offer some premium games. That's what
here it goes. There it goes. There you
Sick of
go.
this
Folks.
shit.
Shout out to Phenom. We live, brother. Yes, we are.
Too.
Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. We off to
Basically
a rough start,
make like a
make
one premium console or something.
Now here's a console where if they could make something right, where it's in line with Steam, where this type of console. Remember that console, whatever it was called, like the Alpha, whatever. Where they had something like that, but Microsoft probably could do a better job than what Alienware did with it, though, right?
Oh man,
it was like
Iron Mike throwing.
Yeah, that's like if they had something like that. You know what I'm talking about, like the Alpha though, right? Where it was in a console form, but you could also play PC games. So Microsoft had something like that.
Yeah, they call that Steam Machine. Yeah.
No, but then they changed it to Alpha though. And no, I'm talking about
I know
Alienware though.
That's what they considered a Steam Machine.
Yeah, it was Steam Machine. Yeah, they called it Alpha. Yeah, and Microsoft could do something like that, but probably do it better. With they get had a certain then now definitely. I mean, it could be something. They could make a premium something like that though if they would go that route.
Well, here's what I say about this. Yeah. If they do anything as far as getting rid of consoles, it's going to be within the next 10 years when these Call of Duty deals are up. I don't think they would stop making consoles as long as those 10-year deals are out there, because now if you have those 10-year deals and you stop making consoles after 10 years, the only place to play that game, all the Bethesda games, all of the Forza and all other stuff have to be Game Pass. If they shut down that hardware division, that makes sense. It's not something that's going to happen tomorrow. It's not something that you're talking 10 years from now. Yeah, but you guys, they were talking doom and gloom like it was going to happen under the next full moon. Like, you don't just stop making hardware like that.
I could see Microsoft supporting the Series S and X.
Think about this. Think about this. Mm-hmm. If they really were getting out of the console business, that's one of the things they could have told regulators to get the deal pushed through. Because the fact that they are a console hardware provider is what is making this deal get tripped up. Because they make consoles and PlayStation made consoles. All they had to do up there, if they were really leaving the console space, say, hey, by the way, we're leaving the console space. Then the deal would just get pushed in like by midnight. It would be no problem with the deal. But that's why I say when people think that they're going to get rid of consoles overnight, no, it's not happening. It's going to be in 10 years. The 10 years after those deals are over. That's when they'll get back and they'll get out of the if they do, because 10 years from now, we have no idea what's going to go on as far as gaming. People are gaming on tablets. People are gaming on phones. Switch is a hybrid. So if anybody, Nintendo is kind of like hey, we're prepared for either way you want to go with this. We can go portable, hybrid, or we can go in your living room. Like, Nintendo is ready for such a thing. And that's why Microsoft is releasing their games, Game Pass, on these new Samsung TVs and all other stuff, because they, too, that's their way of getting, ready for it. What do you think, Greatness?
One, the Samsung TV shit is whack, because I got a Samsung TV. let's just put that out there.
Okay.
Two, I don't know who's talking about it's gonna be over with like immediately. I think more, if anything, I would say somewhere around the next generation.
10th gen.
I would say that might be a possibility where they, because right now everybody knows the main thing with Xbox is Game Pass. So
yeah,
like as far as consoles go, like it's an option, but like they really want you to be able to play that just about on anywhere, on anything, at any time. Like, console, you can't take your console out and about to the grocery store to keep your kid, tamed while you're trying to buy some groceries. You just can't do it.
Well,
you can do it on a cell phone.
Yeah. Well,
you can do it on a tablet.
Yeah, but you know what bothers me? It's funny. I hate to get off subject. What bothers me is the mothers in the store on their phone while their kids are running around crazy, knocking over a bunch of stuff, playing Candy Crush or posting something on Instagram. That bothers me. Go ahead and finish.
Oh, that's all I got for now.
Levon, the Magnificent, what do you have?
I think Xbox. I can see them, still being in this generation. I can still see that.
Mm-hmm.
But the 10th generation, I'm thinking like either they do a premium console, like Fred. Did you watch the show yesterday?
No, I only heard part of it, and then hearing Freddie on his stomach and knees for so long made the Rick sick. So
one of the points that he had was kind of interesting to me. They could offer like a premium console or something. I could see him doing that, something like that, like a PC console hybrid, maybe.
Yeah. Now, shout out to Thriller Ali. Thriller Ali brings up a good point. He says, Ricky Brown, Sony partially owns the Blu-ray disc format, and PS5 helped push that format. As long as Sony makes physical media for their theatrical releases, they will always be a disc-based system. That is true. And
that's a good point.
That is a very good point. And the only way I see pushback for that now, if there any movie studios or movie providers that can get away from Blu-ray, is Disney. Because Disney Plus is so big, they don't have to make this. They could say, hey, look, have you ever seen the Mandalorian box sets on sale at a Best Buy? No, you don't see that. How about any of the Obi-Wan Kenobi or any of those Marvel MCU shows? You never see those come out on 4K Blu-ray or anything like that. They make you stay subscribed to Disney Plus in order to watch that. And they if they wanted to, Disney has the power with all of their properties. They can end Blu-ray disc if they wanted to right now. They can just say, hey, you know what?
What was the end of the HD DVD?
Yeah, you know why the HD DVD didn't survive? Because Microsoft didn't put it inside of the 360. Now think about this: the 360 only sold 3 or 2 million units less than the PS3. So if you had, because think about that now you're talking 40 HD DVD players out there, where Microsoft didn't do it. It was an add-on that you could buy. But if Microsoft would have put their foot in the sand and backed the HD DVD, we might still be having those format wars today. Oh, shout out to Platinum 706, also known as my cousin Noah. How you doing, brother? We see you in here. I see your mic's muted, but we're glad you are here. Bro? What's up? Hey, listen, I don't know if you caught Next Gen 720 show yesterday, but man, Freddie Wayne and he let J-Dub convince him that the Xbox was going to stop making consoles by tomorrow. What are your feelings on that? Cuz this bothered me.
Hell no, they're not going to stop. If anything, Sony will probably stop making consoles before anybody. They in trouble.
Man.
If this Activision Blizzard deal goes through, Sony is going to have to restructure their whole system. That's what they don't want to do.
That's an interesting take.
Okay. They're so dependent on Call of Duty. look at what they're doing to stop this merger from happening.
Yeah, they are. They are like they're doing some. Man, they pretty much selling ASS on the corner. Like they're doing bad out here to stop this from going through. I mean, they're doing bad with doing that. But I mean,
Sony wouldn't be the first one to stop.
Let me say this:
selling consoles,
Sony is going to
Hey,
this
that shit
shit.
is cat.
Sony is
Yeah.
doing what you would do if your girl was trying to get it to your phone. You'll probably throw it down, break it,
I see my father do
smash
that.
it into pieces. You can't get into
But
the
Microsoft has a checker pass. Let's not
It's
forget
Call
that.
of Duty.
That's
No,
not what he's
no.
saying. That's not what he's saying, Parker. He's saying that if this deal
No,
goes
no.
through,
Here's the thing. Noah is talking like a fanboy,
Oh,
you know,
man.
saying Sony
Bro,
probably be the
this
first
is
one.
out of-
Hold on, let me finish.
It's out of Sony own mouth, bro.
No, you would say Sony be the first one to stop with the con. No, not really. Microsoft, how they're trending, would be probably the first one to stop selling the console. So stop it. Come on. No, let's be realistic.
Wait, let me break Parker leg real quick. Let me break Parker.
Uh-oh.
You can't break my
Back
leg.
in 2013, right?
I don't care about 2013.
Sony was on the brink of going out of business. The PlayStation brand saved them.
Okay.
What major change to the PlayStation brand happened? Call of
certainly.
Duty. Call of Duty is what happened.
What?
Microsoft could potentially take that all away 10 years later, 2023.
And how will
Sony
that help
better take that deal.
Microsoft?
Sony better take that deal.
Listen,
Yeah, but how does
Greatness.
that help Microsoft?
That's a good point.
It don't have to help Microsoft. We're talking about Sony. This is Sony
So
depends on
basically-
Call of Duty. Do you not
so-
read the
so
document
basically-
where Sony said
I
that
know, I
this
know
is
what
how they
you're saying.
fund their first party games?
So basically, they take that away from Sony, kill Sony, and they also die on their own sword too because they're not coming out with games like they're supposed to with all the studios they have. Does that really make sense? Especially when your biggest sales is coming from Sony anyway?
and Microsoft clearly said it makes zero business sense to take COD away from PlayStation when COD sells the most.
and to
What-
piggyback off what you just heard, hold on, and to piggyback what you just said, if Sony don't want to sign a deal, how's that helping Sony?
It's not.
Okay.
They're gonna be left out in the cold. They're gonna be the
They
only ones
said
that
they
know
said they ain't
deal.
signing it. They want to block it. So that means they ain't signing it, Parker.
That's allegedly.
No, that's not allegedly.
I
That's
didn't
not
hear
allegedly.
him say that. I didn't hear him
That's
say
not
it.
allegedly. Because what's that girl name on Twitter? What's her name?
According to her.
Let me finish, Parker. You had your turn. According to her, when they had that deal on the table, and then she quoted. She didn't say, "Oh, by room." She said, "Quoted. We are not signing this deal. We want it blocked." What did that say? He denied. He ain't denied on Twitter, did he?
What you mean?
What's that powerful white man name? Did he deny that?
Hold on.
But did he? But did he deny it? Yes or no?
The question. I don't know.
To you, it came from that. Did he deny that? Yes or no?
Listen here.
You don't want to answer that.
Listen
But
here,
when
man.
Noah said that,
Microsoft is desperate to get this deal signed, so they throwing shit out there. You see, you hear they seen they had to do stop talking now. That dude that's in those allegations and stuff from Activision. He ain't
That's not
talking
what
no
I
more
said to
now.
you. That's not what I said
I
to
looked
you.
at
I
this guy
said-
talk.
Did he block it? Now you stopped me and went on a rant. Did he say he did not say that? Yes or
I
no?
don't know if he said it though. You know what I mean?
That's not what I asked you.
Bifocals glasses on, looking at these
That's
articles.
not what I asked you, Parker. You're going around the question. You're going around.
I ain't relevant. I don't know what he said.
So that means no, he didn't say it, right?
I don't know. Like I said, anybody can say. I quote. He said this.
Parker, if somebody
We see
said
this all the
something,
time.
if I said Parker didn't wash his butt today, and Parker, would you say yes or no? Yes or no? Did you wash your butt? You would say, man, I washed my butt today. But if somebody made a big allegation on something you trying to get blocked, and you ain't saying, no, I didn't say that.
Now,
I
here's
didn't
the
say
thing,
that.
though, right? Listen here, these guys at Sony, they're doing their due diligence. They're doing their job, what they're supposed to do. So I'm gonna let them play out however that play out. Whatever. I'm saying the gamer, it don't matter where the game winds up, I will still have access to play specific game if I want to. That's end of the day. So whatever the fuck you and Noah talk about is irrelevant.
So since he denied, so you can't answer the question. But if he denied it, you would have said he denied it, right?
But I'm saying I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the deal even looks like. That 10-year deal.
Nobody said nothing about. Nobody said the deal. I said he didn't deny it.
Lawyers, y'all know all this and that. Niggas, tell black asses down.
So how you gonna?
Man.
So how you gonna tell 2 cents if you don't know what they said there?
Man,
I don't know what they said though. I don't know what the deal looks like. You just like I said, I offered 10 years, but what's inside that 10 years? I reckon comes I offer this guy a contract, but it get a bullshit deal all the time. We see in the rap game.
Absolutely, it's a cash.
But let me ask you this though.
Bad boy deal.
Let me ask y'all this though. If they're offering you a game that you said you couldn't have, and that you couldn't live without, but they said, hey, you can have the game the same time that we have it with all the same features for 10 years. What the hell is the problem?
What is the specifics of that 10-year deal?
It doesn't matter what the specifics are. You still get the game on your platform.
No, it does matter. It does matter.
Yeah, it does matter though, because it was. Are you getting a yearly release, or if Microsoft wants you, they could release COD 3 times?
But that doesn't matter. They still have access. That's irrelevant. That means nothing. Because the fact that they said they will give them that game for 10 years, it doesn't matter if it comes out every goddamn 2 months or every 2 years. They still have access to the game that they claim that they couldn't live without. I don't understand. Bro, man, these brothers are trying to push for a lifetime deal. That's not happening. That's not happening. They want a lifetime deal. Here's the problem.
It's not even. No, wait, Ricky. Let me correct you. It's not even about the lifetime deal, bro. It's the fact that Sony has their hands all over Call of Duty. Like they make so much money off of Call of Duty.
They do, but it's over.
It's really gonna turn their financials upside down.
Absolutely. Upside down. Here's what I know, Parker.
Bro.
Everybody bought Call of Duty on PlayStation because they got the beta first, because they had the install base, they had the marketing rights, they had modes that were. Think about this. Sony killed Call of Duty that came on any other hardware besides theirs, because they would have a yearly exclusive to a certain mode, and the game is a damn yearly release. Who the hell is playing that mode after 12 months on Xbox? Nobody. So everybody will go and buy that particular PlayStation mode and say, hell, we might as well get it on PlayStation because we know that mode's going to come to Xbox for a year. We can't wait a year because guess what? In another year, another Call of Duty's coming out. So they basically cut Xbox's version of the game off at the damn kneecaps. Nobody talks about that. Nobody said that. But now that they can't do that anymore, it's a problem. It's a problem.
Hey, it's business, man. It's you either get with it or get left behind.
Hey, look, guess what? It ain't getting left behind because last I checked, Nintendo. Yeah, well, okay, I'll tell you why. Nintendo signed the deal. Nvidia signed the deal. All these other cloud gaming hucklebucks signed the deal. These are the only.
But you still have to own that game to stream that game on Nvidia.
But guess what? But guess what? Sony is the only person who's sitting there with their hands folded with no Call of Duty deal. Now, Now imagine this. Since we're talking about this, and I hate this damn deal, I hate talking about it. But hey, this is where it goes. That's why I said this deal has tentacles, it has arms. This is what happens. So what happens if they sign Amazon Luna to the deal? Then they're really screwed. Now they have they have no argument. Then everybody, man, if they everybody but Jesus Christ himself will have a deal.
No, hold up. The thing what Microsoft is doing, they're just trying to alleviate, fulfill the remedy as far as the cloud stuff. Right?
They're doing it now. They're doing it now.
So that's what they're doing. So the cloud is not.
Yeah, but you know what? But you know why though, Parker? Because the EU says they are no longer listening to Sony crying about not getting Call of Duty. This guy was on TV or at the press conference or at the meeting or whatever you call it, saying I got a 10-year deal for you. The EU is no longer concerned
that shit
with
is
Sony.
A bad boy.
Yeah. Sony's not. The EU is not concerned about that anymore. They don't care about Sony's crying about Call of Duty. They have moved their concerns over to the cloud section of the deal. Yeah. That is a fact. So now here's what happens. The UK is a pimple on the fanny of Europe. If the UK CMA wants to put up a fight, when you have China, when you have the EU, and all these other guys approving the deal, they're the ones that are going to look bad. And then they're going to end up looking stupid. So that's why nobody cares what the CMA said. The FTC, just by laws of the governing of the United States of America, they don't have a leg to stand on. They're done. The FTC can't do anything. Hell, they can close the deal without the FTC, and they said they'll do as such. So that's what that is. Right now, the CMA is the only one that's going to try to give pushback. And they're going to give pushback and make themselves look bad. And I'm telling you right now, for all the Sony fanboys out there, even the Xbox fanboys, there is no way in hell that a governing body is going to make themselves look stupid over a damn video game company. They're going to be like, you know what? Pass the damn deal. We don't want nothing to do with this. Let's just get it done. Next.
But here we are, though. Still talking about it.
Absolutely, we have to. We have to.
I mean, yeah, I wish the deal get done or not done so it could be over with, right?
We gotta give an introduction to Godzilla's Wrath. What's up? What's up?
Oh, Ridge is in the house. What's up, Ridge? Good to have you here, brother.
My favorite Coke buddy.
Oh man, look at this, child,
I see a canalizer.
Oh my God, man! You know what? I'm feeling all the Xbox love in here from my man Ty. I mean, greatness is a scorned Xbox guy, but we'll get him back. We'll get him back. You know, I feel, man. Woo! Parker, you gonna wish Loki came to work today? Oh man,
I'm not wishing that. You know, I got to the seat.
You gonna wish Loki came to work today? And wait till the pastor get here. Ooh, it's gonna be some problems.
I mean, he don't got no credibility. Pastor
don't even know what the fuck he talking about.
Hey, let him rock. He's a good guy. He doesn't.
He don't got no credibility, though. You see, come on, now, listen, come on.
I'd rather listen to Ridge talk about Halo for the rest of the show than listen to the pastor. I'm just saying.
You guys hit on the greatness.
Ooh, he brought up the H where we're good. Shout out everybody. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit the like button. You know, please, let's do this.
You know, I was listening a little bit. Let me interject really quick.
Are you still low?
Yeah, you're a little low there, Rich. Can you turn your volume up?
Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you, brother.
Okay. What if the deal don't go through? What do you think's going to happen?
Well, here's what I would say to this. If the deal doesn't go through, and you have a company that's willing to invest $70 billion in gaming, do you think that makes them more or less dangerous? Because I'm going to tell you this right now. Even Stevie Wonder can see. With all the money and resources that Microsoft has, they can outbid PlayStation on any kind of exclusivity if they really wanted to. They just chose not to do that. But if they did, that'll be a big problem for Sony. That's why I said, and I think it was J-Dub or somebody I tweeted on Twitter, and I said, you know, consider it mercy with them getting the ABK deal. Because Microsoft got the type of money where they can do a year exclusive with Grand Theft Auto. Imagine that, if they got pissed off enough and said, hey, you know, put it this way. When you got $70 billion to go buy something and one person only has $5 billion for investments and acquisitions,
70 ain't even enough. 70 ain't even enough to acquire Take-Two or fucking GTA anyway.
It's 70 billion?
He said exclusive. He didn't say acquired.
No, I didn't say.
When's the last time Xbox bought a third-party exclusive?
Tomb Raider.
You don't think they would if the deal didn't?
They would. If the deal didn't go through, I'm telling you right now,
they would have done it with different games.
No, because listen. Go ahead.
Here's the thing. If the deal doesn't go through, right? It's still other companies they will try to acquire that probably will be there for them to get. You know, they could still look at a Capcom per se, right?
You know, that's not going to happen because of the Japanese thing. Everybody.
It doesn't mean you can't purchase a Japanese.
No, it doesn't. But it'll be difficult. You think this deal was hard to acquire? Then that now. Once we flip it like
they
this,
could try to acquire Take-Two, maybe, I don't know, but they'll.
That's what I'm gonna say. What if they go get Take-Two? If they go get Take-Two, and make
me finish though.
Right? Go ahead.
I don't think even if they was to get let's say hypothetically get Take-Two, I don't think they will make GT so much exclusive because the money that is going to generate with the GT Online, people buying all these packs, this and that. So that'll just be like a money maker though. So yeah,
that's the same. But that's the same thing you can say with fucking Call of Duty, though. The exact same thing.
But Microsoft's own words, they said this. It makes business sense to take. It don't make business sense to take COD off of PlayStation. That's what they said, though. But they also say it's going to be by game based. So you'll see certain games that probably would be in Game Pass and some that wouldn't, though.
They're not going to take COD off of.
This is more than posturing going on, really.
Oh, shout out to Dre in the chat. My man Dre come through. I know Dre usually on the panel. I guess he working today. Dre, what's good, brother?
That's good, Dre. Yeah, that's all it's going. Eventually, but I think the deal probably will get passed, and you will see COD on PlayStation. It's just posturing going on That's all.
I know. I know y'all. Hold on a second. Hold on. I know y'all saying this, but y'all forgot one side. What about how Activision gonna treat PlayStation after they block this deal they want?
I mean,
you think? Wait, hold on. Let me finish. You think they gonna still get them that same percentage they're getting right now with Call of Duty?
They give them a higher percentage, though.
No.
Microsoft.
No. Why you never let me finish, Parker? God damn, you just keep talking and not listening. They get a higher percentage than what everybody else do from their game selling. You think they're gonna keep that same percentage? Hell no. You think they not finna change how stuff work around? They probably not even gonna give them the marketing rights of this game no more.
No, they're not. They're not gonna have the marketing. They're not getting any marketing rights.
So it's gonna be a lot. So it's not gonna be the same if they block this. It's not gonna be. They gonna have to probably be equal to everybody else. That controller deal might be a little bit more expensive to make that controller do what it do. That PlayStation 5 controller, that deal probably gonna be a little bit more expensive. It's gonna be like big changes to what they do since they blocked this deal that they want. Y'all only looking at it from Microsoft side. What about Activision side?
Listen, Microsoft has a final say. If they acquire Activision Blizzard, remember Microsoft will be the parent company of
That's
Activision.
not what I'm talking about. I said if it's blocked. If it's blocked.
Oh, it's blocked? Okay, okay. That probably looks different. But I mean, money as usual though. Business as usual.
Yeah, I don't think.
I think if that deal is blocked, Activision's probably gonna collapse.
They're gonna be in trouble though. Activision, somebody. For sure. They'll be on a buying block again. You know what I'm saying? And maybe Blizzard might dissolve themselves, a merger, whatever that's the term, whatever, from them. Because really, Blizzard's the biggest piece out of all of that to me.
Well, the thing is, I mean, I get it. Jim Ryan's doing what he has to do for his company to keep them on top. But, he's running a one-legged race here. He's the only company that's opposing the deal. And, if you're the person who's number one and you're crying about somebody trying to become number one or making any kind of acquisition, that's going to fall on deaf ears. It's almost like, the boy who cried wolf. You can't, and also the regulators know. There's no way that, and I know a lot of Xbox guys, I like to say it too. I'm an Xbox dude. I like to say, well, you guys can't do nothing without Call of Duty. We all know that's BS. We all know it is. If they took Call of Duty off PlayStation, it'll still be there.
That's why they're doing more service games though. And also, there's another thing we probably didn't mention is though, a key player, not in this deal, but like as far as gaming, watch out for Google. Because they said they'll be like, I guess at least they services for like those service-based game, live service games. So that's something to look out for also. Because they already have the infrastructure though, Google.
No,
Google. What do you mean with Google?
Stadia. You mean Stadia? The Stadia technology.
They still have that technology.
Yeah, they still got that Stadia technology.
Didn't I see an article like they were giving up on that on the technology?
No, the technology's still there, so they're willing to help other companies with the live service stuff.
Well, speaking of that, I don't understand why PlayStation is so appalled about Microsoft acquiring ABK when they signed, allegedly, and Ridge would attest to this, the best first-person shooter developer in history with Bungie. Like, what is the problem here? If Bungie is really the cat's meow and as great as they're supposed to be, I mean, they're the Halo inventors. What is Sony crying about? You can make something that can rival Call of Duty.
No, not necessarily. Because anything Destiny related in the Destiny universe will stay multiplayer. So we've seen the deal. The deal says that. So,
but you know what? I don't understand. Has Sony lost confidence in itself? I mean, they basically, punched all of their developers in the face and pissed in their mouth while they were at it, saying that they can't make a game as good as Call of Duty. And the last time I checked, and I'm just going to go talk sports games, a lot of them NFL game day games were better than the Maddens that Sony used to make. And you're not confident. Like everybody said, well, Microsoft's not confident because they were out here buying studios. Who's really not confident? These guys got court documents, swore to judges and all kind of other regulators that they can't make anything that's as good as that game, which gets crapped on every Metacritic, every cause gets killed.
But Rick, I think more so Sony is talking about the impact of COD in a financial sense. What they're saying, like, that we're talking about, and they had no one has really. I mean, probably maybe Fortnite you probably could say that, but has made a game is probably big as COD, or that generates that type of revenue like that, or like on console gaming.
Parker,
Absolutely.
it's the name Call of Duty that sells.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
literally
Both of them
just
are.
the name. They don't even care. People don't care what's in the game.
yeah.
They see Call of Duty and they go buy it. Bungie
Yeah.
isn't going to be able
Yep.
to make a game that's going to rival Call
No.
of Duty because
Nope.
the name Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
No.
even if it played,
Yeah,
even
right
if
in
it
that
played
sense,
better,
though,
it
Sony
still wouldn't
does.
matter.
So let me ask
so
you.
Even
right
if
in
it
that
played
sense.
better, it wouldn't matter.
So you're telling me if Sony had, and I guess this is kind of fits what the factions are. You're telling me if they had a game with all of their IP characters, the Aloys, the Kratoses, the Atreus, if they had them in some type of like battle royale or Smash Brothers type game, that nobody would buy it?
How much nobody want to buy it?
No,
That's
really.
what affecting COD though.
Well,
That's
will
what
it
I'm saying.
compete with Call of Duty? No. They
No,
could
it
make a
won't.
game that's literally the best first-person shooter of all time. It will not outsell COD.
That's the whole point.
Nah, not no
What
time
they're
soon.
saying in their argument. So that
COD is just too big.
yeah, and COD makes a boatload of money. Let's not get that after releases though, right? Once you sell the physical, but the in-game stuff, like it's crazy.
Oh, shout out to Franco. He's in the chat. He says, "Why Ridge sound like he has an infinite cold?" Speaking of infinite,
Man.
have you played the new Halo season, Ridge?
Of course.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
my man. We gonna talk about this.
Level 97
Oh,
Battle
man.
Pass. Let's go.
Oh man, see, you hear that, folks? Ridge is a diehard Halo dude, and I'll tell you why a lot of people don't play Halo.
The only one.
And I'll tell you why. You know why? You know why a lot of people go away from Halo? Because they can't play it. Because it's hard. People want to go
Facts.
play COD, where it's auto assist aim for you or something like that. See, Halo, you could be shooting a guy in his arms and his legs. He's not going to die. You need that headshot. You need something like that. And I think a lot of people, a lot of casuals, don't want to play Halo because it's too hard for them. The same reason why a lot of casuals don't want to go to college and help their education, because it's too hard. It's just easier to be stagnant and sit where you are. That's why they don't want to play Halo. It has nothing to do with the game. Graphically looks good. It looks good. You can't tell me that. I watched the game Halo and it's fast. It
You
looks
just cap.
good.
You just cap real
No,
bad.
it's not.
Yeah,
It's
he's
fast.
good.
No,
He's good.
Oh man.
Take it from somebody who's masters in Gears, Onyx, and Halo, a badass at fucking Call of Duty. There's really no rank system in Battle Royale. I don't play regular. Dude, Halo's way harder than all those games. Way harder.
Told
You ain't talking
you.
about that, but a rookie capped about college. You don't have to go
Oh,
to
yeah.
college.
No, a lot of
You
people
cap
don't want
about
to.
college.
Come
No, a
up
lot of
with a
people don't want
$1 billion
to.
idea.
You don't want to put that work in.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Ridge.
Yes, sir.
How many of those masters did you get when you were not on coke?
No comment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man,
No comment.
Cocaine one hell of a
well,
drug.
you got a brother that
Facts.
plays with the snow over here. But anyway,
Okay.
so Rich likes the season 3 Halo. I think it's season 3, right? Hell,
Yeah.
So he likes season 3
I mean,
Halo.
honestly,
Ridge likes all
there's-
Halos but 5.
Now,
there's like
when is this
70
battle
maps.
royale coming, Ridge? That they keep talking about? That's
Supposedly end of the year.
end of the year. Now,
But it could be delayed till 2024.
2026.
well, you got Starfield coming out in September. Will the Starfield hype be leveled off? Where you say, you know what, guys, here you go for Christmas, Halo Battle Royale, and get those player numbers up. I mean, I think it increased with 50,000 players on Steam. When that came out that season. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not really a Halo guy. I kind of dropped out of Halo after Part 2. Not that it didn't look good. It's just that I wasn't really into first-person shooters anymore. And plus, you got Call of Duty, which was coming out every year, kind of stole a little bit of Halo's shine. Because I remember everybody loved Halo. Yeah, it pretty much bankrupted the bastards. But yeah, that was kind of what it was. Because Halo was a try-hard. You have these try-hards. Halo was the try-hards kind of game.
Rich.
Call of Duty, everybody that left Halo to play Call of Duty were the ones that weren't good at Halo. They didn't want to be with the tryhards or the sweaties. They said, the hell with this. We're gonna go over here and play this casual game. We could hide behind 5 or 6 players on our team and team deathmatch or something, and we could just lay back, be the last man standing, throw a grenade, and boom, boom, I get 3-4 kills. Then you can't do that in Halo. Can't.
I blame me and my friends for sure.
Ridge be cheating. for sure, Rich.
Oh man,
Definitely be
I've had
cheating.
games where it's like it's a new guy because he's got like the default armor and he's got the level 1.
Man,
and he just goes 0-30, and I'm like, yeah, he's going back to COD.
Yeah, that's what happened. Shout out to the chat. Hit the like button. Please subscribe if you didn't hear. We are talking about Halo now and how Ridge loves Halo. He's a Halo guy. He's the only guy up in here. Listen, I don't know. He played Gears pretty good too.
I'm not gonna lie. It's harder to shoot. It's harder to shoot on Gears than Halo.
Well, because it's third person. That third person shooting is a little more difficult than first person. First person, at least you feel immersed in the damn thing.
Gears gives you the best gun in the game at spawn. That's the thing. Like, it's
the shotty?
That makes it's the movement in Gears that makes it hard to play. But if you have aim down, like aim can take you all the way to diamond, man. If you could just aim, it gives you the best gun. Figure out where it one shots, you'll be fine. But it's the movement that separates. That's the hard part of Gears. But Halo's harder. Halo's harder than Gears. You can solo win in Gears. You cannot solo win in Halo.
Man, fuck that. I haven't played Halo until Halo 5. And I was fucking people up in Halo. And I tried to play Gears and I got stomped. So I know for that fact that ain't true for me. Halo is easier to me than Gears is because that stupid ass aim they got on them. But that's just me.
Definitely, Halo gonna take more skills to really play the Gears.
Yeah. Hey, Parker should know because I beat him in a 1v1 in Halo. Parker, right? Remember that? Remember that, Parker?
We were both unskilled Halo players. Somebody had to win.
Unskilled. I won that fight. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, if you had two bums fighting, somebody's probably gonna win.
I don't know. Bum. I'm a winner. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? You got two bums fighting. Somebody probably gonna win the match.
Yeah, you messed with the wrong one right there.
Oh man. He said you the bummer.
Yeah, I ain't the bummer in Halo though. There's no doubt though. But somebody gonna win. Two bums fight. Somebody gotta win.
You don't listen to this dude. All right, folks. Now, next subject. PS5 Slim and PS5 Pro allegedly.
Ooh, this is gonna be an interesting one.
Yeah, it is gonna be.
I'll go point on that one.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Here's the thing though. You will get more SKUs though, right? And stuff like that with the AMD. So I'm not surprised at this though. And I fully expected that to happen to keep up with the fast-moving technology in gaming, especially in PC gaming market though, right? So that's why they're doing that. Because they said Sony said they wanted to like keep up with the PC gaming and stuff like that though, whatever. You know, so far as a console though, whatever. You know, they keep up with it like that. They have though. I'll say them and Xbox is offering 120 frame support, right? At the time, before it came to like the next gen consoles, you only get that on a PC. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So you gonna see refresh not only from Sony but also from Microsoft, in my opinion.
But I mean, all right, you just sold 30 million PS5s allegedly. You know, allegedly. I mean, there's no proof of these numbers.
Oh my God, Ricky.
Stop the cat.
Oh man,
really? Come on.
Anyway, so
CMA did say it's closer than people think.
Yeah, and this is coming from the almighty CMA. We're talking about billionaires. But anyway,
they sold 30 million, but that don't mean it's 30 million people housing.
It don't matter if it's in the house or not.
I got 4 of them. So you know.
Well, so yeah, somebody got you.
But anyway,
once it left the warehouse, that's 30 million, right? You know what I'm saying?
So you got 30 million of these things out there in the wild, of the vanilla ones. We'll say that just the regular PS5. Now, Christmas holidays just passed. What is that? 3 months ago? 4 months ago? How many of these damn things do you think you're gonna sell when people just entered into the next gen of buying their first PS5 because they couldn't find one for a year and a half? I mean,
they did pretty well. Go ahead.
At least two more in this household, because my wife already said she wants the Pro when it come out. So that's 2 right there on the books.
Now shout out to Greatness. Now is it yours? Your wife the one that works at GameStop, or somebody had a bug in their ear with GameStop to know when they were? No, somebody.
No, my wife don't work in no. Yeah, if she worked at GameStop, I'd never pay for a console. Fuck you, mean?
That's why I asked you because somebody knew when the pre-orders were dropping when Next Gen was doing the show. I forget who it was. I thought it was you.
She's sweet. I might tell her go ahead and fill in the application. Shit.
Yeah, I do it for the action figures over there, but You know, they said I was overqualified.
Job. GameStop going the way
Yeah, they are. They only gonna be selling Nintendos in there. That's what they gonna be selling.
No, but you think even if they stop selling consoles, they'll still be selling those cards though, like subscription cards or stuff like that. You know, so GameStop be alright. Pokemon cards, you know.
They're closing all types of stores, man.
Yeah, you know.
No,
times.
I mean, they just started making a profit on the regular PS5, so they'll be losing money on the PS5 Pro.
But I'm saying, yeah, possibly. But that's how Sony operates when they do their hardware, though.
But you can't go that far for that X amount of years without at least trying to upgrade your hardware until the next console generation, because they made that mistake last generation. They waited a whole almost towards the end to bring that thing out.
And here's the thing: this is just going to be a bridge gap to the eventual PS6. So
it's an option, and if this generation is really supposed to last till 2028, do you know what PCs will be doing by the time?
Yeah. Speak, Ridge. That's right. Ridge, the PC guy.
Hacking Skynet. That's what it'll be doing.
I've heard people say that this gen could last 20, 30 or something. So eventually a Pro would have to come out anyways at some point.
And maybe get some upscale 8K. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, please. That box is a liar. You know, that's why I went and got this stupid TV, because that stupid box said that.
Oh, you fell for it?
Yeah, I fell for it. Man, I don't want to.
Did both of them say that, Ricky Brown?
Listen.
Did both of them say that?
All right, listen, I got an Xbox Series X box in front of me right now, and what does it say at the bottom? Dolby, HDMI, 8K. That's what it says on the box. And on the PS5 box, it says the 8K. $10,000 PC says nothing about 8K. There is something wrong here. And
you know what happened, Ricky Brown, man? I ain't gonna say. Go ahead, Ricky Brown. I'm gonna let you live your truth.
I mean, but I'm just saying, like that. Listen, I don't know anything about that. You know, I'm thinking that you know, these consoles here, this white piece of crap and this black piece of crap that's to the left and to the right of me right now, I thought that they can provide 8K gameplay. Which, if they did, keep in mind, if it was 8K by a PS or an Xbox, there was no way you think it's going to be 8K 60? There's no way in hell.
8K 30.
Yeah, it would be 8K 30.
8K 30 low settings.
Yes, like, yo.
I mean, maybe the 2D indie games, because I could see that maybe running in 8K, maybe. You know, them 2D indie games, maybe that.
Why? You have to wait till the refreshes, though. They don't have the horsepower to do that 8K.
I want to see no 2D gaming on 8K.
Another thing, they don't see the market for the 8K right away anyway, though.
Yeah, 8K is just
now when they start coming out with 8K Blu-ray movies, then right there you'll see that though, right? Then you'll see.
They're not gonna do 8K movies.
Yeah,
it don't make a difference like that. It really don't. Like it just don't.
The obviously better quality though with 8K.
Consoles should try harder to maintain 60 FPS.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Facts. 100% facts.
But then again, though,
gen refresh because.
But I would love to see an upscale 8K, like your favorite game.
Well, there's also the question: what about Unreal Engine 5?
Oh, it's gonna melt the console.
Shout out to Thrill Out Lee. I missed your chat, brother. It says COD is less fun to me than Halo because the time to kill is shorter. Halo is more user friendly in my opinion. Yeah, he must be one of them tryhards, man. Ain't nothing user friendly to me with that damn Halo. I freaking, as soon as I came through, boom, boom.
Dude, you got a whole fucking shield. They gotta break the shield.
So I'm running away from fights now instead of engaging, man. That ain't nobody. Listen, those games are hard to me.
Yeah. Also, I don't know y'all know though, Amazon's taking pre-orders for the Last of Us, HBO show or Blu-ray. So I might want to check that out.
4K Blu-ray?
Never watched.
Yeah, 4K.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, I ain't buying.
Never watched it.
Over and over again.
Oh man.
Yes, never watched it.
Rianios, I agree. Halo 2 that was my favorite Halo. Halo 2. When I remember when my mother went to GameStop. At the time it was called, I think, Electronics Boutique. And she said, hey, look, they got a new video game system out. And here's the games that are available. Halo, with some kind of racing game and whatever. I was like, what is this garbage? I was like, just pick one. And then she brought it over to me. And then I noticed when I got the damn thing home, it had like a phone jack in the back. I'm like, what the hell is that all about? Anyway, we hooked it up. We played Halo, and it was cool. And at the time, I don't think Halo had. Well, they had co-op, but you had to hook up 2 Xboxes and 2 TVs, and you can play like co-op like that with Halo. And that's what we did because people would look at your screen to see where you were sniping at. So that's why we did that. I remember that. I thought it was nothing, but then I ended up liking the game, and I ended up liking part 2. But man, after that, I just I don't know. Same thing with Gears 2. I thought Gears 2 was the last like great Gears. Not saying that the Gears games aren't good.
No.
But after
Halo
2,
3 and Gears 3 are the pinnacle of both.
bro, that rooftop. Remember rooftop and Gears freaking online,
Oh, yeah.
bro. People used to get their head shot off at the beginning of the round. You had a dude get the damn sniper, be waiting. As soon as the dude tried to go over there, who was going slow, boom, done, knocked his head right off. I was like, yo, that right there is crazy. But yeah,
I think with Gears they need to like work more on story.
You know what? Up until Resident Evil 5, Gears is like the pinnacle of co-op gaming. Like that's what it was. I think the best one after that was Resident Evil 5. You don't find many great. I mean, you want to talk about that other game that EA made? It Takes Two. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that was all right too. That was a little bit slow. And they had another one too that was it was Army of Two. There was another game. Like co-op was like a big deal back then, because it was mostly broadband gaming, so that's made it a big thing. But I haven't been impressed with like a co-op game since like Resident Evil 5. Like to me, that was like the real last great co-op game. Old girl's gonna lift the ladder up for you, and I mean it's just online co-op too. It's like you can play with your friend, and he could be Shiva or she or whatever. And I thought that was cool as hell on Resident Evil 5. That's why I was like, man, I hope they remake Resident Evil 5. That's the one I'm looking for. But hey, let's go back to Resident Evil 4, because Ridge wasn't here and Greatness wasn't here. He was having trouble getting in the room. That Resident Evil 4 remake right now is sitting at like a 93 Metacritic. Now, I know people are going to say Game of the Year, but do you guys feel as though because it's a remake that it just qualifies it from Game of the Year?
No. It should be Game of the Year if it deserves it.
Yeah, if it comes
a
out,
remake, but it's it's a remake. It's not a remaster, so it's not exactly the same.
Yeah.
So give it Game of the Year if it deserves it. I mean, I've bought Resident Evil 4 on every console it's been available on pretty much since GameCube. So I've played it on Oculus and VR. I'm buying it.
Yeah.
And if it deserves Game of the Year with a 93, it deserves it. That's it.
What was God of War? Its Metacritic score.
94.
94? Well, let me tell you something. If you're at a 93 based on 95 reviews, you're going in the right direction, regardless if people are going to try to hate on it or not. But, I mean, if Resident Evil holds in the 90s, you had that was good. I don't remember anybody remember what Dead Space remake was? What that Metacritic rating was?
89.
89. So that's an 89. Hi-Fi Rush was like an 89 too, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Hi-Fi Rush 89. Dead Space remake 89. Resident Evil 4 remake 93. What was Hogwarts? Anybody remember what Hogwarts was?
Was it at 82 the last time? Was it at 82? I'm not sure.
No way Hogwarts Legacy is that low. That's
You double check.
Yeah. So let's see what that Hogwarts Legacy was.
It's not in the 90s, I know that. I don't think it's
88 on Xbox, and it is an 83.
88 on Xbox Hogwarts?
Yeah.
No, but what's about the Metacritic though?
Now,
That's what I'm looking at, yeah.
that's what now, think about that. This might be the best rated year of games if this trend holds up. These are high 80, 90 games coming out. And listen, that's not it. You still got Zelda. You still got Starfield. You still got Spider-Man. 3 big games.
And Star Wars.
Yeah, and Star Wars.
Guaranteed in the high 80s, low 90s.
Yo, and I heard some idiot say something about gaming is dead and, this and that, whatever. You got some good games coming out, albeit this might have happened not by coincidence, but by default because everything got pushed back. So I guess everything that should have came out when it didn't. So now 2023 is the year to start playing games, because I don't think it's a coincidence that you got these bangers that came out in 2023 and Game Pass is set up to be the best year for that service in 2023. So this might be the year of the game. And
Diablo.
yeah, forgot about that. Yeah, we were gonna get into that, but I went back to Resident Evil because you weren't here.
I was talking about
earlier.
Diablo though.
Yeah, let's go. Let's talk about that Diablo. Who got a chance to play the beta?
I didn't play the beta. I was watching though, but I was watching like someone play it. Like the powers looks like how it comes out looks like cool. Like I said this before, during that Bethesda like showing or act whatever, not Bethesda, but the showing to me the most impressive game they showed was the Diablo. I felt it was shown better than Starfield though. That's me. And as we get closer, Diablo's looking like it could be like a dark horse contender for Game of the Year, in my opinion.
Now they have an Ultimate Edition for this Diablo here. They have it on GameStop, and
one doesn't come with a game though. I think
it's $100, but
yeah, I don't think that comes with a game. But it'd be a cool collection piece though.
Pre-order and you get 4-day early access if you pre-order.
Okay.
Now, see if this game does well, that's another one of those Blizzard, Activision catalog games that they can say, hey, this is what we have over here on the Microsoft side. Now, that brings me to another question, and I hate to revisit this, and I'm going to start with you, Greatness, or Godzilla, whoever wants to take it from here. Does it seem like Sony fighting for Call of Duty, screaming Call of Duty, when they didn't mention a Diablo or something like that, which is also a popular game? Because all these contracts that they're signing, they're for Call of Duty. They're not for Diablo and the other stuff.
I'll just say this real quick, but Diablo's not ultra popular with console casual gamers though. COD is. Go ahead, y'all can go. That's the difference.
Go ahead, Rich. Nah, you go ahead. I don't have a horse in this fight. I haven't played Diablo ever.
You can't say
so
it's not ultra popular when Diablo 3 sold 30 million copies. Like,
which platform? Say majority of it came on which platform though?
Doesn't matter, Parker. 30 million is 30 million.
Yeah, I said hold on. I said it's not ultra popular with casual console gamers. Not as well as COD. That's what I say. So that's why
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
This is just anecdotal, right? But everyone I know is playing that shit on console.
I'm just saying, like, if you look
I don't like betas because they're like ultimately a tease.
Yeah.
I get into the game and then I'm like, fuck, I can't play it, so I just wait.
No, I'm not talking about this Diablo. I'm saying Diablo as a whole. Like, more so, Diablo made its niche really. You could say right on the PC side. So we can agree on that though. But we COD is ultra popular with the casual console players though.
Now is this a big thing? They said Diablo 4, if you get the Ultimate Edition, you get the Series X, you get some kind of pet. What is an Ares Murloc pet? Is this like a companion?
I guess they didn't have
Temptation Mount
2 or 3, so I have no idea. Man.
Hellborn, Caraspace, Mount Armor, Wings of Creator emote, 4 days, accelerated season battle pass. I mean, I don't know. Is it worth it?
I just keep praying the deal closes so I don't have to pay for it.
Oh, so it'd be in Game Pass.
If I had to pay for it, I'm going to get the $100 one. Cause
I had a question. Like, when you playing these cross-gen games, does it just automatically go to the Series X version, or can you, like, pick it? Oh, okay.
It depends on what your hardware is. Like, if you boot up a... Like for example, I bought Resident Evil Village through the Xbox store. When I bought it I went to install it on my Xbox One X. It didn't say anything. It just installed the game. When I went downstairs to install it on my Series X, it says, "Oh, by the way, there is a better version of this game. Do you want us to download that instead of the other version?" And that's kind of how it is. It's the different way on PlayStation. On PlayStation, when I downloaded MLB The Show, it didn't ask me if I wanted to download the PS4 version or the PS5 version. It just automatically downloaded the PS4 version.
And you had the disc?
Yeah, I had a disc. And the disc, they said if you put the disc in, you got a free upgrade. And when I put it in there, it downloaded the PS4 version. And then I had to do a whole lot of jumping through hoops or whatever to try to get it to do it for the PS5. It didn't. I ended up buying it. I ended up sending it back and just bought it digitally because it was too much, too many hoops to jump through. Yeah, and I was like that. Iron Mike says it's disqualified, just like racing games. No remakes or remaster. That's Iron Mike's response as far as game of the year. Does Resident Evil 4?
Resident Evil 2 got nominated. I'm just saying.
The remake did? It got nominated?
Yeah.
Okay. And Iron Mike is saying
good game.
For Diablo 4, he said you get cosmetic pets and those wings are just back cosmetics. Oh man, I'm good. Then I'll take the regular version. Ridge, you can live with that $100 version if you want to, Mr. Rich Man.
4 days early in Diablo.
Well, Well, speaking of 4 days early, has anybody bought WWE 2K23? Anybody?
I forgot about that game,
No,
honestly.
Not yet.
I honestly
You know
forgot
what?
about
I
it.
hate all of you. Now, first of all, shout out to Quan, Mr. Godson in the Discord. He put me on notice. He said, hey, you know that WWE 23 is coming out, Rick? You getting it? And I'm like, yo, I totally forgot. And if you got the John Cena version, you got to play it early. So, that's what I've been playing. I've been playing WWE 2K, and it's fun.
Is it better than last year's?
It's a little smoother. Last year got off to a rough start because last year was when they implemented the new, grapple system, everything, because 2021 was so trash that they had to go back to the drawing board. It was awful. But I think 2K23 this year, it's a good game, man. If you're a wrestling fan, it's a must-have. If you don't like wrestling, I get it. Not everybody does. Wrestling is a niche kind of thing. The same way that VR is niche, so is wrestling games. Wrestling games are neat, and wrestling games are a must-have if you're a wrestling fan, because whatever wrestler you get this year is no guarantee that you're going to get him next year. So it changes on whoever signs a WWE Legends contract, like Jake the Snake's in there this year. He works for AEW, but he's in the WWE game. So certain things you get, and I thought it was cool. They got some new guys this year. They got Cody's in there this year. Yeah. They got Cody in there. That's cool. But here's what I thought was different with WWE this year. They have Roman Reigns. I have never. And now you got to remember, from the days they started this WWE games, you talking Stone Cold, The Rock, even the freaking Hulkamania Hogan, the red and yellow Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Andre the Giant. None of those guys was rated more than like a 93. Roman Reigns is rated 99 this year, bro. Like, yo, that is crazy. Yo, that dude is a 99. And let me tell you something. He is a son of a you-know-what to beat, yo. It's an achievement to beat him. Yo, he is brutal. He counters everything. Like,
I can see that, though, right? If you look at the storylines, they had a man, like who he beat and stuff like that. I have a way to get. So, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, true that. Yeah, because he beat Brock.
He's not the greatest in ring.
But basically, they're rating him the way he's being booked in the program. Right. Okay, yeah.
But does the bloodline interfere when you fight?
Yes, because I was using I think I was using Hollywood Hogan, and I was fighting him, and I had him beat up. I dropped the leg on him because now with the Hogan move is when you get his special, he doesn't just drop a leg. He actually does a slam, and then he goes off the ropes to drop the leg like he did with Andre the Giant. That's his finisher. As soon as I drop the leg, Jey Uso comes out and distracts me. Hulk turns around. Dude hit me with a Superman punch. Like that's what you have no control over that. They make you get distracted, and then when he hit him, Superman punch, boom, and that's kind of how hard it is. They interfere with it, and that listen, I thought it's a hell of a game, man. I mean, listen, they did Kane dirty on that game though. All the Kanes they're rated low, bro. Oh, they're terrible. The Kanes are rated very low in those games. So.
Yeah, Kane, he was okay, but he shouldn't be rated super high.
1997 Kane was a god. Nobody can stop that dude. Are you kidding me?
Just come out to the ring and destroy.
Beat everybody up.
Yes,
for a whole year, until WrestleMania when he fought Undertaker, all they did was have Kane come out and beat up everybody. He went through Vader. He went through Mankind. All these guys that Undertaker was struggling with, Kane was beating them clean.
But I'm saying, what was his championship reign like? Though?
Well, for one day. It was one day because Kane was one of those guys.
Oh, well, hey.
But hold on. You got to understand the wrestling business here. Some guys don't need a title. He can't do interviews. Vince didn't want to put the belt on a guy that can't talk. Nobody does that. They do now. with Lesnar and Lashley and Roman Reigns. Even he doesn't really talk too much, but he kind of getting schooled by Paul Heyman. But what you got to understand is a guy that wears a mask that doesn't talk is unheard of for having any kind of title reign. Even though it was only 24 hours, that was unheard of. And that's what he got. A Stone Cold at that too, who was the hottest face in the company ever. So that's a big deal.
I will have Kane ranked like extremely high. I wouldn't do that.
He was offered the undefeated streak, but he turned.
Taker was gonna give it to him. Yeah. Taker was like, "Yo, that's my brother," and I'll let him beat him. But you gotta understand, Parker. Let's take that trip down to 1997. Yo, Kane was unstoppable, bro. And then when he turned on Mankind and beat him down, like, yo.
Even Austin return, he's only been injured once in 30 years, right?
Yeah.
He breaks his ankle.
I'll ask you a question.
2000 during the Alliance.
What's Andre the Giant's rating?
I don't remember. I never used Andre the Giant in those games, bro. He's so terrible. His moves are like moves my grandmother could literally do. Like, his moves were so garbage. I watched one of the worst wrestling matches in history on YouTube. It was Giant Baba and Andre the Giant as a tag team fighting these two other giant stiffs. It was awful. I wanted to throw up.
What's the Undertaker rating, though? So, like...
he's a 94. His regular rating in the Ministry of Darkness one is a 93.
Okay. What was Kane rating?
They used to be a 97.
Kane rating was in the 80s, bro. His ratings were in the 80s. I was like, that's impossible. That's because you gotta understand though, it's the bald-headed Kane and the Kane with the hair mask. It's not the 97 Kane. Like, they don't put him in the game anymore. That used to be the mask Kane, the original mask. They don't really put him in the game anymore. Like, that Kane's a 90 plus. Like that.
I'm saying, look at Seth Rollins' ratings. Like, what's Seth Rollins' rating? He should probably could have been higher though. With his great in-ring ability, all that stuff, like storylines he's been in, titles he won.
Well, it's a lot of wrestlers. I haven't picked everybody, but just a few of my favorite. Like Hollywood Hogan's a 93.
Is he higher than Seth Rollins?
Yeah. Come on, NWO Hollywood Hogan. He's definitely he should be rated higher than me. That's the dude. He was holding the title for like a year in WCW.
But
he was losing that hog wild and get it back.
To be fair, Seth Rollins is a way better in-ring performer than
Bro, listen, and so was Macho Man, and so was Tito Santana. All those guys were better in-ring guys, but you know what? You give the belt to the guy with the most charisma and who can talk.
Yeah, dude.
That's how it goes. You can be whoever you want in this world. Now listen, you got an anomaly with The Rock. The Rock was a good performer, and he can talk well. And he looked good. You don't always get the total package. You don't. Like, speaking of total packages, Lex Luger, who they call the total package, if you gave that guy a mic, you wanted to throw it away because it was awful when he talked. His in-ring ability was awful. Lex just looked good. That's it. That's it. That's
okay.
He looked good.
Not to get off topic, but you think he's dropping the belt at WrestleMania?
I think there is something going to be done to where he keeps a title, but they split up the Universal title to get it off him because Triple H said he's going to fix the mess that Vince McMahon made. Because you can't have just one champion, even though they got pushed back by Fox. Because Fox pays a lot for those WWE rights. And they said they wanted the champion on their show only. Because here's what Fox wanted. Fox wanted the title and Brock Lesnar. And Vince said, I can't do that. He said, I got to put Brock on Raw and Roman can stay on SmackDown. And then Fox was like, well, if that's the case, we need a title. And that's why they united the titles. Because Fox pays a hell of a lot more for the TV rights than USA does. Remember, USA is a cable network. Fox is a regular network television. So they have to pay more. Their advertisers more.
I think, if a guy can work both shows and he's willing to do the work, and go show to show.
Absolutely, that works. But you know what happens though, Ridge? Eventually, you get hurt when you do that. You can't work both shows. You can't do it.
It gives a chance to other, other teams, other players though, like wrestlers on there. So they should just put the same thing. I felt it's sort of like a double standard because look at the females. It's two champions for the females though.
Yeah,
feel me?
It is.
So yeah.
That's they're gonna try to fix it. Yeah, that's crazy, man. We started out as a gaming show. We getting into wrestling. I didn't know we had wrestling dudes on the panel. I mean, I knew Ridge like wrestling. I know Parker did too. I didn't know Grayson did. Levon doesn't. So that's why Levon's like, I wish these motherfuckers hurry up.
All I know is Macho Man does coke, and so does Hulk Hogan.
Of course. Of course. Duh. Now, where are we at here? We did Resident Evil. That's done. Well, we talked Resident Evil. All right, here's a nothing burger, I think. I don't know. Ridge, panel, I hear from a valuable source who has his own YouTube channel. He said that there may be a Steam Deck OLED. What do you guys think about that?
I just talked about that.
It's not impossible.
I just talked about that.
Yeah, but we didn't talk in depth. Rich wasn't here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they plan on focusing is battery life in the screen.
Now,
So-
how did that go with Nintendo's battery life on their new Switch?
I think it's like an hour or two longer. Here's the thing. I'm not going to get a Steam Deck because Switch 2 is coming. So,
Yeah.
that's it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
This is okay.
Like, I don't have time to play all these games on the go like that. The Switch I could bring to work and play my Zeldas and Metroids, and that's it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Steam Deck, I'm not gonna play Halo on a fucking Steam Deck. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, you forget.
But that's getting on to another topic.
Oh,
You
man.
know, what if Switch, the first one stays, as the main primary thing that they focus on till 2025 and 2026? I don't think that'll happen. I honestly don't think so. That's just me. But what do you guys think? What you guys think on the panel? What you guys think? I want to know your guys' thoughts. I'm curious.
Who cares?
Oh man.
Okay, greatness. Godzilla, what's your thoughts? Okay.
Well,
Okay, Pastor Joe, what's your thoughts on the Switch potentially could be staying, until 2025, 2026? That's what some people say. Some people be thinking that, but I don't think that.
No,
What do you
no.
think? What do you think? Okay.
Those,
said no?
those persons are crazy if they think Nintendo would release the Switch 2 in 2025 or 2026. Right
That's
now
way
we
too
see-
late. I think that would be too late, honestly.
Right now we're seeing there are declines although it's still selling well in the regular Switch, because they don't want to repeat the same thing they did with the Wii. I remember they
They
spoke about
waited
that.
a bit too
Yeah.
long.
They waited too long.
Wii U got
correct.
announced. They got
So,
announced,
as-
but it didn't release. 2011.
So as the momentum is still going and persons
Yeah.
are still hungering for handheld, especially handheld that could play, great third-party games on the go,
Yeah.
they will still be the iron while it's hot. So I am thinking early next year it would be released, maybe same time around March or so. And if possible, I don't think it would happen, but if possible, this year, maybe year end.
I could see that. I could see that maybe.
Yeah, and the rumor of Nintendo using NVIDIA technology to
The video
implement
Orin,
AI.
that's what I
Yes,
heard.
to implement AI into the Switch. Ooh, buddy.
Okay.
That's
Can't wait
for
about that, man.
upscaling, right?
Okay.
Upscaling that.
Hold
image, right?
on. So, yeah, I say this though. One thing it'd be a question. I hope like the existing Switch games that you have could get like upgraded somewhat or whatever, right?
You mean performance boost?
Yeah, something like that on a new Switch too. Hopefully that'll be nice or something like that. What happened? At least as long as they're playable on there though. And so
the Switch One games I think will be playable.
So
definitely.
Yeah, it'll be.
I think the Switch would get some type of machine learning from NVIDIA, which is
definitely think that too.
DLSS, which is deep learning is a form of machine learning and stuff. So
There's some people out there that the Switch won't be as powerful as a Steam Deck, and I don't think that at all. I think it'll be more
I think
powerful.
it's possible. I mean, I think it'll be more powerful than a PS4 Pro, but less powerful than a
Series
Xbox
S.
Now, do you think they
And
make
I
this
think
powerful
Metroid
to hit the third-party games
Yeah,
that they
I mean,
missed
that's
out on?
the thing, like, they still have third-party support, and I think
This-
Metroid Prime 4 is the cross-gen game that comes out.
Yes,
Yeah,
I agree.
and this-
I can see that.
And you see, persons forget that most of these companies go by data. The data is showing that the majority of households right now have at least 4K TV, right? Where I live, that's the norm. 4K TV, everyone has it. So if me being in this country, third world, have 4K TV, then what would you say about the US? What do you say about Europe? The majority of households currently have 4K television. So when Nintendo sees that data, of course, I guarantee you that the new Switch 2 would be able to implement or reach up to 4K in some way, shape, or form.
You mean upscale to 4K, upscale.
I mean, here's the thing.
Some way, shape, or form.
But Pastor, even in 2021, only 44% of U.S. households has 4K.
Which I'm surprised because they don't even sell those HD TVs anymore. They only sell 4K.
Exactly.
People exactly. TVs for 10 years.
The thing is that, Rick, not every TV.
Oh, what's up, Mr. Manhattan?
Hey, what's up? What's up? Now, because honestly, TVs has come so far, right? I know people talk about 4K, but there's TVs that resolution-wise you would think it's 4K, but it's not even displaying 4K. So
really,
you got to take that into consideration. Like,
well, there is a difference between high def and 4K.
Mind you, we're in 2023, right? Anybody can go out and buy quote unquote a 4K TV, but that we know it's not really, what it is, right? It just
okay.
What you mean by that, Manhattan? What do you mean? So if it is,
you can call something 4K without it not being 4K. It just has to meet certain requirement, right, for you to slap the 4K on it. Really.
Okay.
If a TV is being advertised that it's can output 4K resolution, you saying that they can be lying on the box and not have some sort of penalty for false advertising.
How many pixels do you need to be considered for a TV to be considered 4K?
Four times 1080p.
Shout out this Thriller Ali. He says, "What if Nintendo does a Nintendo? It makes a non-backwards compatible new Virtual Boy. They do weird stuff like that." Hey, you know what?
They have a new CEO though.
Shout out to Select Star Gaming. He says, "Okay, that's Reggie said the Nintendo dies." So he's right. I mean, I don't know if I tell you what, they might die, but I guarantee you, those Hucklebucks will buy that ish. I'm telling you right now. Like, Nintendo can sell you a bag of dog crap and people to buy it. It's just.
I mean, people didn't buy the Wii U.
Because they didn't have any games. Because but you got to keep it in the context, though, Levon. You said nobody bought the Wii U, but they didn't have any games.
Well, nobody knew this.
You forgot Levon. Majority of the people they had
the casuals had the Wii.
And not only that, it was easily hackable. Like people wouldn't.
That too.
The messaging for the Wii U was terrible. We have to admit
that. Everyone thought. Pastor, don't forget the pirating. The pirating killed them. When people easily was able to pirate all of the games.
But outside the pirating, what I'm saying is that Nintendo had a strong momentum with the casuals, right? From the Wii. Just the mere fact that these casuals thought that it was an add-on, right? It was an add-on, was a clear indication that their messaging was terrible. So that is why the Wii U suffered, because the initial hardcore Nintendo fans, they bought it. They should have called it the Wii 2.
If they called it the Wii 2,
exactly,
it would have caught on better. Yeah, just called that Wii U.
Exactly.
Wii
so
2.
It was a foolish name, foolish messaging, foolish marketing. That is why they suffered. So in addition to not having good games, let me not say good games, not having enough games to put on the system.
Shout out to Iron Mike. Iron Mike, you're right. They didn't have enough good games. Like when you have.
They were slow on releases for a while. They were slow on releases.
Because guess what? The same exact games that the Wii U had, they released on the Switch, and it blew up. So it was. I wouldn't say it wasn't good.
And also
games.
too, remember with the
3DS, the messaging was terrible.
past it, I'm gonna tell you exactly why we're gonna get a Switch, basically a Switch 2. I don't think they'll call it a Super Switch because, well, that just wouldn't be good.
They're gonna call it a Switch 2, bro. They're not playing around.
I think it's gonna be called Switch 2, and I'm gonna tell you
really.
Why.
It's gotta be. What do you want to call? What do you want to call it?
Super Switch,
yeah,
the SS Switch. Like,
they're gonna think it's just a Pro, and you can't call it Switch U because
well, I
they're
mean,
think
who's buying the Switch? Isn't it gamers or casual?
Both.
I would say both.
Both will.
It wouldn't sell 100, and it wouldn't be the highest selling console of all time.
I mean, look at the 3DS. Remember that?
Well, here's the deal. Yeah, well, the 3DS.
And here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you why. Let me tell you why they're gonna just come out with a Switch 2. It's gonna be backwards compatible, all the online shit all that stuff, because they have 36 million people paying for that subscription service for Switch, and they're not gonna give that shit up. They're gonna want a seamless transition this time. There's way too many people to just give up and try something new and crazy like a Wii situation again. It might have some sort of headset for VR or some shit that they try and do. It might try and do something.
So you think they're gonna play it safe, basically?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
With 36 million subs, yeah, they're not giving that up.
Well, all right. What were you saying, Ricky?
I fucking don't remember. What are you talking about?
Switch. Why won't they name it the Super Switch?
Because they confuse because they confuse everybody like they did the last time. Like they're not gonna do that again. They're gonna make them. Bro,
Super Nintendo, NES, Nintendo,
Super
Nintendo,
the SS. They're not gonna do that. It's not gonna be called a Super. They have to give it an easy to identify. This is better. Switch 2.
Correct. The question is what will be the gimmick this time? That will be the question.
I think they might try and do that VR thing again. Personally.
I think
it'll have like an extra little expansion you can plug the Switch 2 into. That's what I think.
Here's what I do know.
But VR is not as popular. No, I don't think.
I don't think it is either. Because think about this.
Yeah.
If one thing that Sony likes to do is to boast and brag about the numbers of hardware and games that they sell, I have not seen any statements. I have not seen any numbers. You don't even know the PSVR 2 exists unless you've seen that Ozzy Osbourne commercial. I don't know what's good. They don't talk about it. Which makes
the weird thing is it's not in any stores. Like,
nope, it's not. It's only sold by PlayStation.
They say that.
Yeah, it's only
you buy it on the PlayStation website.
Yeah, they so I haven't seen it sold anywhere outside of America. Now there's places outside of America. I believe Amazon in Canada was selling it, but I don't know any stores that was selling that PSVR 2. I didn't see any inside Target or Best Buy or GameStop.
Did they say that they had plans to sell it at other retailers?
No, but they did say that they were going to scale back production, and then people said that we were capping when we mentioned that. Mm-hmm. Because let me tell you something right now. Let's say if you say you're going to make 2 million of something, and all of a sudden you only got 25,000 pre-orders. Well, you might need to say, hey, guess what? Maybe this ain't going to be what we think it is. Let's hold back production. So I don't know. I haven't heard anything on the sales. Nothing. No. I haven't heard anything about the call of the mountain or any of that stuff on how well they did or how well they didn't do. I haven't heard anything on any of that stuff, bro.
My thing is, if it was, why not put it in stores? If there's demand for it, why not put it in stores? I get they're selling it from PlayStation directly right now, but to me it's just weird that they're not in the stores. Why?
I don't know.
How does this lead up for Nintendo? Like, what does that mean for them?
No, I just think it'll be like a little. I don't think the system's gonna focus on it. Like, I think Mario will still be Mario, but some games they might do like a little.
Yeah, they tried that Virtual Boy. You see how that went.
It'll be optional. I think it'll be an option instead, like a primary focus. Yeah.
You know what? That's my homework for tonight. I want to see exactly how many of these PSVR 2s sold. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there's one on the right of me. I wore it one time. That's it. One time. Because it's...
Sheesh.
Bro,
Say he
one
used
time.
it on shit on himself.
It's just, I mean, listen, I'm not telling you that the experience wasn't great, but it's not something that you want to do all the time. You know, it's just, you know, it's easy to pick up a controller, press the middle button, turn your console on, and pick up where you left off. It's not kind of how it's done in VR. It's not really done like
easy.
that.
I don't think VR takes off until it's a pair of glasses you throw on and call it a day.
Right. Ridge, I told these brothers months ago. Even more than that. See, I've been around for 3 years. I kept telling them that this VR is a lot like those 3D TVs, bro. That is a niche kind of thing. The one movie got the damn thing going, and after Avatar, I don't remember another 3D movie that took off like that. It was it. It was one movie, made people invest into some sort of a niche kind of television. I got 2 of them in storage. Don't use them. We don't use the 3D TVs. You know, I just can't see how you get all of these kids and everybody to sit here and sit down and sit still to wear 3D glasses. You know, how does it happen? Now, if it was like, you know, if 3D TV was like where you didn't have to wear glasses and you were in a room like, well, I don't know, I guess like the movie theater and then everything's in 3D and it looks like crazy. Yeah, but man, we ain't in freaking, you know, nobody's wearing a Tony Stark helmet here to see all of that shit. So,
Ricky, from the time it is, you have to tell a guy to buy 3 bottles of ginger ale, make sure he has a bath bucket, make sure that he didn't drink milk before he used VR. We know that this thing can never reach the mainstream as the rest of consoles. You gotta do all that to play that game. Look at the example when Z was playing that.
yeah.
Right? Z is not a geriatric guy. He's a fairly middle-aged guy, and he couldn't even handle it. He's a guy from the streets, and he couldn't even handle that VR. Come on, man. What are you talking about?
Hey, Pastor, true story. First time I ever played VR in my life was PSVR 1. Me and my buddy, we went halves. We're like, hey, we only each wanted to play a different game. Like, we both just wanted to play Resident Evil. I was like, yeah, I'll go half, and if it sucks, we'll return it. He got home. He loaded up Resident Evil 7. He put the headset on. He walked to that first car where there's a picture in the little car, and that was it. That's all he did.
Damn.
Come on, man. Come on.
Oh my God.
Well, hey, look, it's one of those things. I mean, look, it's a Sony product, so you know Parker's gonna back it. You know, so you know that is what it is.
Brown, do you have a VR too headset?
Yeah, I do, sir. I'll sell it to you for $400.
Okay, Rick Brown, so you bought it before anybody did, though.
No, at the same time as a lot of people.
Damn, you'll sell your PSVR 2 for 400?
Or you can give it to me for free.
For free? Nah, you know what?
And for free, and I don't hold you up at gunpoint.
Oh man, look at this guy. I tell you what, I'll do a package deal. I'll sell you the 8K TV, the VR, the Xbox One X, all for a price of things that have no content. How about that?
No. How about you just tell me that PSVR for 400 though?
There you go, Rick. You gotta buy it right there, Rick.
Oh, I gotta box it up and all that other shit too.
Oh, this dude cap.
Hey, you said you was gonna sell it.
Yeah. You know what? I probably will. You know.
Probably or will you?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. If you only play the damn thing one time since it come out, what are you gonna do? Think about it. What are you gonna do? One time.
That sounds like a you problem.
No, that sounds like the VR headset problem.
No, I mean it
couldn't keep me engaged. Is that my fault? No. So,
Yes.
Thriller Ali says, no virtual throw up from PSVR 2. People paying over $600 to feel sick. Make it make sense. LOL.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Come on, man.
Hey, listen, Thriller. I'm telling you, bro. No, you don't hear none of those Sony fanboys talking about the sales of PSVR 2. They don't say nothing. All these guys talk about is Activision. They ain't say nothing about this PSVR. Nothing.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
So here's another nothing burger topic that I guess we could
Leyvon has
real quick.
graced us with his technical
So
prowess
Destroy
again.
All Humans 2 Reprobed. Did anyone play that? Anyone play that last year? That game came out last. Okay. So it came out on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
now pretty much the PS4 and Xbox One version has been rated in Germany. So anyone got any thoughts on that or what?
Nope.
Nobody cares?
Oh man, like listen.
All right. So next
What are we doing?
topic.
Yeah.
Ghostwire Tokyo is coming to Xbox Series consoles finally. Did anyone see the announcement? Anyone?
Yeah.
Next topic.
Next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that.
All right.
No. Hold on. We got let's go with this Ghostwire Tokyo here.
Okay.
Let's go. What was that? Now, listen. I know you're supposed to play a game to judge it for yourself, right? Did the game sell anything? What was the Metacritic on it? Can I see it? What was it? Like I didn't hear much. I tell you, I didn't hear
that
game.
That was a 70s Metacritic, 78, I think.
As far as I know, most people that play that game break. Nobody really know what the fuck the game is about.
Oh,
I think
man.
just
Those are the Evil Within guys, right? Aren't those the guys that made Evil Within?
Yeah, nobody seemed to grasp what's really going on in that game.
Man.
Like, it just people just playing it to play it. As far as I looked into it, and people that plays it don't even know what they playing. You know, everybody seems to be confused as to what's really going on in that game.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, the last topic of the show before we get everybody up out of here is, I believe Levon put this in, or I think it was. He said, console gaming ending? Is the
console generations ending, not console gaming.
Yeah, console generation is
console generation.
Now it's funny that I said that because that's what I was thinking. I think console gaming is. I think through all of this fighting and acquisitions and PS5s and Nintendos and Xboxes, I think the only person that gets out of this that last is the PC guys. I think they're the guys that are going to still be sitting at the end of the day laughing because they have the stronger hardware. They're all digital anyway, so why would they care about a console? I personally think that the PC is like future proof of gaming. Like you're not going to worry about gaming ever stopping on PC. But it's up in the air on what's going to happen with gaming on the console side. Thoughts?
100%. The last will be PC.
Okay.
Because consoles won't be able to keep up.
No,
Even with mid-gen refreshes, like the amount of percentage jump you're getting between every generation now on PC is insane. If we're at 12 teraflop consoles now and 100 teraflops on PC, what's it going to be in 2024 when the 50 series comes out? And then 2026 when the 60 series comes out.
No.
And then when PS6 comes out in 2028.
Now, let me ask you this. Now, Levon put me onto something, Ridge. And I was asking him one day, I was like, Levon was like, hey, PC is what's holding back gaming. And I was like, really, Levon? Why do you say that? You could play the best on PC. And he's like, hey, the minimum spec requirements is what does this. So now,
actually, I got that from Godzilla.
This is fact. PC holds back.
Yeah. So now think about that. So now, are you telling me that these third parties are now going to say, you know what, the hell with these minimum specs? We're going to start making these things for like 4090 and up, or if you don't have at least a 4080. You won't be able to play this game. Do you think that'll ever happen when they say, we're not making anything for those old cards anymore to keep up?
Well, as generations go on, that's why I'm saying you're going to need mid-gen refreshes if you want to maintain 60 FPS, because as the generation goes on, the minimum spec requirements of these games, it goes up and up and up and up and up. And eventually, just to hit 60 FPS, you're going to need a 30 series or so on and so forth. Like when you're chasing graphics, you're chasing a dragon, right? You cannot catch the dragon. And console gamers expect games to look better and better and better, but they're not going to be able to maintain 60 FPS if they want that.
Wow. And I mean, now that you put that in my head,
the truth is,
go ahead, man.
I don't think games but at least for consoles, right? I just don't think it's going to get any better than this. And I know people kept saying it is, but since these consoles came out, I have yet to see any game that I'm like, holy shit, this is next gen. I don't think it's ever gonna happen. I just think like we're gonna get more T
Because-
flops. Like
Either
we're never
it'll
gonna,
be
we're never
iterative.
gonna get from the time that we went from PS2. When we went from PS2 and Xbox One. I mean the OG Xbox to 360 and PS3.
Yeah, I think
That's
that
just
was the
never gonna
biggest
happen.
jump that we've seen.
Right.
Like,
We're never
graphically.
gonna see that again.
Actually, the biggest jump graphically would probably be, for me, was like the old NES Nintendo to what the Sega Genesis did. Like that was like a big jump, and then they got on par with them with the Super Nintendo. And everything looked kind of like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. It was all the same. But I think because what a lot of people don't realize is the Panasonic 3DO looked better than all of those systems. But
Did you consider a 5th gen console?
I call it a 5th gen non-soul. Like it.
I wouldn't go that far yet, because look at Last of Us 2 on PS4. There are games that hit that are crazy looking. Look at Crysis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Crysis chokes. I'm about to say, because Crysis chokes out PCs all the time. I hear people saying.
Yeah, not Crysis. Holy shit, the people Rise and all the games will come out that'll make you go, holy shit, this is what a PS5 is really about, or an Xbox Series. Look at Hellblade 2. They're gonna happen. That usually, like I again say, the last 2-3 years of the generation, all the best looking games will come out. That happens every generation.
And it's no coincidence that Sony always releases their best games at the end of the generation. Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us 2, and before that, remember the big game they released on the PlayStation 3 was what? The Last of Us.
Yeah, but let me say this, Rich. You think that we're gonna get a game that's gonna be like a generation-defining game?
Bro, look
on
at
consoles?
Hellblade 2. Granted, we haven't seen it in a while, but that game looks
I don't-
fucking crazy.
No, I know it looks good, but it's not like I don't know if you're not understanding what I'm saying. Hellblade 2 looks good, right? But it's not. Again, it's not mind blowing like what we first seen when we got to see the Xbox 360. The big difference, the big jump, like Rick was saying, when we went from the OG Xbox to Xbox 360. Like Hellblade 2 looks great, but it's still not that jump. Like
It's not there. Like you don't see it. I mean, you don't see it with the. I mean, you don't even see it with the frames, really. Like that would be one thing. Like when we went from polygons to like full motion video to, smooth looking stuff like the way 2K looks. Like the way 2K, that was a graphically like Gears of War, 2K, Last of Us. Because remember how NBA Live used to look with all the polygons, all that weird stuff. But then when 2K came out, you were like, oh wow, this looks smooth. This looks great.
Yeah.
That was like a big. That was.
What
big
about
jump.
PS3 to PS4? Did you think that was a big leap?
Not so much.
The leaps have
Right?
become
Yeah.
the looks have become minimum ever since
Right.
the OG Xbox and PS2. They just have been. They haven't been that great. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you come to the point where you're not going to get much now. You might graphically, you won't get much of a difference. Performance wise, you're going to be able to, there will be one day or 1 year or whatever when you'll have a game the size of Starfield that looks like The Last of Us or God of War. You can't make a such thing as a game like that now. It's impossible. I hate when people always try to compare, Starfield to say, oh, it don't look good as God of War. It don't look good as Forbidden West. Or it doesn't look good as The Last of Us. First of all, and again, I'm not hating on God of War. There's 5 guys on the screen at one time. It's not a big freaking deal. And it's an empty world. There's no real time or anything going on in that game. But when you take a game like Starfield, where there's people all over there, there's modding going on and everything, you can't compare. Like it's not an apples to apples comparison. Like when people try that, it bothers me. I'm like, yo, y'all tripping.
Yeah. The NPCs in Bethesda games are living their own life while you're doing whatever. A lot of people don't know that. Like, just because you're not over in Riverdale in Skyrim doesn't mean the one dude isn't getting up in the morning, going to work.
Yes, you ride by on a horse, he's out there cutting wood, boom, you come back. Yeah, like, I hate, who says that, though, are uneducated gamers. They don't understand. They're like, oh, Kratos looks like this. Okay, there's one Kratos on the screen with 2 enemies, and an AI-controlled Atreus. That is incomparable to a game like Skyrim with all of that stuff. You got wolves in the background. You got this. You got that. You got all dragons. All kinds of stuff going on. You cannot compare the two. And I hate when they try that. Like, can't do it. You want to compare a game like God of War, you compare that to a game like a Tomb Raider or something, where there's only, you have the protagonist and you have a few enemies like on screen. You can't compare that to an open world game, like a real like those Starfield. That's a real open world game. Despite contrary to what people's belief is, Horizon Forbidden West is not an open world game. It's not. It's not
open world, Rick.
It's not an open world. It's just a very large map.
It's open world.
It's not an open world game. It is.
I would say an open world game is where you could go anywhere at any time. That is open world. You could do that with Fallout. You can do that with Skyrim. You can't do that with Forbidden West. There's a linear passage that you have to go in order to progress the game.
Yes, it's you can't exactly. Yes, you can go through those different parts of the game flawlessly, and you can't do that in Forbidden West. It's got to load and get you there. If you want to do some kind of fast travel or something like that, like you can see the difference even when you're coming up on that place in the map. Like you can see it, the way it loads and stuff. It's not open world. But again, shout out to them. Like Guerrilla Games, like they made it look so damn good. You think that it's it's an open world, but it's really not.
All right, so here's another topic that Parker brought up. Actually, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. That was a game that Sony was showcasing. When the PS5 was about to come out and all that could be coming on PC because of a new job listing at Nix's.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, so I fully expect it to come on the PC.
By the way, that's a game that Parker actually beat.
Oh man.
Okay, Rick, you want to take a shot, Ricky Brown? Don't make me eat for your ass.
Go ahead, you can try it.
Don't make me now, Ricky Brown. Okay, since I gotta take the gloves off. I was gonna let you live.
I didn't know you had them on. Let's go.
What's that? Shit. Man, Ricky Brown. He's a PC gaming noob. Got that took it for a ride, so to speak. Rick, you care to explain that? What happened, Rick?
Well, I got hosed. Okay.
Yeah, Ricky, they hosed. What? Ricky got hosed.
Listen, I got hosed, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Look, man.
No, but listen, of course, I beat that game. It was an excellent looking game on PS5. So I just imagine, if it's done right, what does this look like on PC with those?
I wonder what it'll look like on that Steam Deck, but
I guess it look okay, yeah. But I'm talking about like on the desktop though.
Yeah.
Once they got those, so
you want to make fun of me? That's fine.
What you mean? Ricky Brown, remember that, Ricky Brown? You did it to yourself. You was talking cash money stuff about my PC's coming. Yeah, my PC's gonna be better than yours, right? Remember you talking all that, right?
This is a fact, Parker. So what are we talking about here?
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I try to warn you before this though. Listen, Rick, you don't have to spend all that because you ain't want to listen to me or nothing, right? But see, now you got to pay the piper, baby.
Look at the screen, Parker. Look at the screen. Look at the screen.
Okay, hold up.
You looking at the screen?
Hold up.
Everybody in the crowd, look at the screen. Look at the screen. Look at the screen.
Oh, I got
you see that?
Hold on.
Look at this. Look at this, Parker.
I see the arcade.
Now, what do you see? What do you see on the screen?
The arcade.
Okay, well, you're running a little slow then. Do you see what's on the screen?
No, you just put it there, right? Okay, hold on. Let me put that in a theater mode. Okay.
What do you see here, Parker?
I see that $62.97.
Yeah, you might want to look a little closer to that. Here, let me help you out here.
You got your money back, Rick?
Look at that. What does that say?
I can see 10,000 though.
Okay, what do you see below that?
I see a 46, and I see something in red. $46,281.10.
Yes. So,
okay.
Do you think that the Rick is tripping off of the fact that they hosed
me?
I'm
not tripping. It's the principle, though.
I get it, brother.
Leave me alone, Ricky. Let me eat that for a month.
How many 9,000 you gonna blow? That 40-something thousand.
Well, guess what? That's the last time, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Listen,
Rick.
listen, that right there, bro. Listen. And that's the only reason why I did that, because I'm like, you know what, this dude keeps beating me up. You know what I'm saying? Like my man Loki said, an ant has no quarrel.
No,
with the
but
boots.
point what I'm saying, you was
all right, Reg,
stuff.
thanks for coming through, bro.
Yeah, but point is that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that could have been avoided. You didn't want to listen. I never said Ricky didn't have money, but you guys took him for a ride, though.
I did. I did.
I mean, if you just listen to me, you can spend at least half of that and still have you would have had your 49 already.
Well, here's where I need your help. My son wants a PC, and I'm trying to. We went to Sam's Club yesterday, and we were looking at PCs. Should I get my son one of them Sam Club PCs? Because I'm gonna be honest with you.
Go to Best Buy, like I've been telling you.
They're like $1,600 though. They're like $1,400.
No, okay, I'm gonna ask you this question. Listen to me. What is your budget for your son?
I don't have a budget. I just want to. He likes playing Minecraft and stuff like that. I don't want to go spend $2,000 for this kid to play Minecraft. Now,
go to listen. I need you to listen though, right? Is go on to Best Buy so you can figure something in a certain price range where you could get your son. Feel me? That's what I'm telling you.
What PC have you been looking at? Like, send the link in the general.
Well,
yeah,
I'm not sure because my son he doesn't want to just play he wants to do like a YouTube live stream and I guess stream him playing these games and stuff. But I don't want to get him a laptop or something like AP did his son, and then now then Noah kicked him in the back and said how bad it was. Noah's like, man, you can't make your kid game on that. I don't want. Now my son is one of those uppity kids. He's really smart.
I mean,
and I don't want to disappoint him and get him something that's underpowered where he won't.
You get him starting with a 3070 though. I mean that'd be good for start out. And
yeah, exactly. Now I was thinking a used route. I don't because he wanted me to build it for him. We're gonna build it together, but I don't want to.
You could get yourself a pre-built game.
Yeah, I'll tell you, just go to Best Buy.
Greatness, you got a PC too, right? What are you what's under the hood of your PC, Greatness?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, my PC dog shit.
Yeah.
I'm telling Ricky Rowland to do
I'm on record for saying that, man. My shit don't even have a graphics card. My shit terrible.
Ricky Brown, just listen. Go to Best Buy. Go on their website. They got those pre-built, so you could choose which one. Okay, I'll get this one for my son. You can go with 37.
The good thing is, I have until Christmas to get him one. Because I told him, I wasn't going to get him one. Well, no, I can't get him that for his birthday. The birthday gifts got to be smaller than Christmas gifts. But, he wants a PC, and he's a good kid, man. He gets all A's and B's in school, so I think he deserves a PC, but I ain't about to drop no $2,500 on no PC now.
I'll have to if he's trying to stream that game.
Yeah, that's
what, Ricky Brown? That $9,000 you spent, you could have got you this PC I posted in there, right, with your 3090, and could have got you another PC for your son.
Yeah, but I want a 4090, right? Is that?
Yeah, are you looking at this? I posted.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Okay. Oh, i9 too. Oh,
see. Get your money back and just order that. It takes 2 to 3 weeks, but get your money back.
I'm about to say 2 to 3 weeks. Hell, I've been waiting more than 2 to 3 weeks.
But listen, man, he's already been committed to that purchase, though.
It don't matter. I would just get your money back. Say, I want to cancel this, whatever, and just get this from Best Buy. You found something cheaper. Just go ahead and do that.
Right. All right.
All right.
Yeah. Before we get out of here and we get our parting shots here, I want to know. Let's start with you, Greatness. What are you playing, brother? And what are you planning on playing in the future? Are you getting that Resident Evil? Are you getting that? Did anybody do Dead Space? Any of the new bangers that came out? Are you playing any of those?
I played Dead Space. I gotta get back to it. Resident Evil, getting on PlayStation.
Greatness.
Because I got.
You hurt my feelings.
I got more hard drive.
You're an Xbox guy.
I got more. Yeah, but I got more hard drive space on my PlayStation. My PlayStation. I bought my PlayStation in November, so it's basically a new PlayStation. And I don't have to move any files around and nothing like that. So, but
we lost a good man. Yeah, we did. What are you playing, Pastor Joe?
So I'm playing 3 games right now. I'm playing Wulong. That's given me a run for my money.
There
I'm
you go.
also trying to complete the Halo Infinite campaign, and I recently received my Metroid Prime physical edition, so I'll be playing that as well.
Now, Pastor. Now, you said you're in a third world country. It don't sound like you're in a third world country. You got all these new games on different devices.
No, what I'm doing?
I don't know, brother. What's in those fish that you selling?
No, I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right, man.
Yeah,
I work
it
hard. I work
sounds
very
like
hard.
it. Yeah, it sounds like it, bro. Because you said you're in a third world country, man. And you got that stuff.
And
Yo,
it helps. It helps, Ricky. I don't have any vices. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't party. It's just me and my wife. I have no kids, so I have my little.
expendable
how to
income
stay
where you
my
can
little
get your.
contract.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah. Well, you know what, man. God bless you. You know, because
Man. God has blessed me, man.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
God has blessed me.
you know, I just you don't come off as a third country dude. First of all, with any of those things, I mean, man, I know brothers that are freaking. You hope you got big dogs because they're trying to come in your house and take the stuff from you. I know.
Man, don't worry, man. Well, where I live, it's very well protected, man. Very well protected.
All right. Levon.
When I leave home, I make sure I lock all my consoles in a cage.
There you go. Levon, what you playing, brother?
Jedi Fallen Order on Steam Deck.
Man, let me tell you something, y'all, right now. Steam Deck, if you're listening out there, whoever's out here, hit the like button, subscribe. Levon, y'all need to give him stuff for free because he puts up these Steam Deck videos. He hypes the Steam Deck constantly. So please send this man a check. And last but not least, Mr. Contrarian himself. You love him and you hate him at the same time. The big time objective gamer. Parker, what are you playing? I mean, I see you playing 2K right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm playing.
You know, Parker love that 2K, boy. You know what, man? The NBA season's about to end. My Lakers stink. So, and it's what Ty got up out of here. What the hell is the Red Lion? But anyway, I'm gonna come see you in that 2K, Parker. It's about that time, you know, because I gotta show you. Well, I don't practice enough, but we'll get there.
You get there on a PlayStation, like I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know.
Now, currently, I am playing, believe it or not, Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh yeah, that's a good game.
That is a good game, Parker. I didn't know it was this good. I heard everybody trashing this game and how bad it was when it came out, and I was like,
it was unplayable,
bro.
Yeah, it was. That's
this
why.
game. Now, it could be that 40 gig update that I had to do before I played. But I think that so far this Cyberpunk is awesome, bro. I'm about to turn on Big Daddy there with the dreads, the big heavyset dude. I'm about to turn on him because that woman offered a side deal. She was like, "Hey, look, you could just get him out," and I was like, "You get to choose."
Oh, man, you at the beginning, man.
Yeah, I just said I just started it. What part of it just started? I got my first guns and boots.
You're not about to turn on him. That motherfucker gonna turn on you.
Oh man, come on, don't. I'm gonna get like Titus. Spoilers. But yeah.
You'll be all right.
All right. Well, listen, that's what I'm playing right now, and I'm playing WWE 2K. So, and last year when we did the whole Xbox, what you played the most last year, because they didn't have many first-party games, WWE 2K was my number one game on Xbox last year. So, it might be my number one game again this year on Xbox. But hey, man, look, I'm glad y'all all came through. Hour 57 minutes. Again, rough start. I found out what it was that made the program crash. It is the fonts that you use in the Streamlabs. You know when you go to Streamlabs and you make the fonts bigger of the names that come through on the talk. That's what crashes the program. So, boom. Oh man, hey Badman, my man Badman's still in here. Yeah, wait for the PC. Hey, look, I started Cyberpunk on the Series X, Badman. It's pretty good, bro. I like it. I think they get a little too deep when you create your character and they're asking you to create his jank and stuff. I'm like, all right, this is a little much here, but that was a little strange. I never created a character and you had to make their genitals before, but I was like, all right. I don't know where they're going with this, but I guess we'll see what happens as the game progresses. So anyway, we're going to get up out of here. And hey, you know what we do every Saturday, 1 o'clock. That's what we do. It doesn't change. I'm glad you came through, Pastor J. Greatness. I'm glad you're part of the panel now. We're gonna have you come through. Ridge, thanks for coming through. And we won't have no technical hiccup because I ain't messing with those fonts no more. You know, I don't know. Maybe we run this on the Digital Storm PC, and maybe that don't happen. I don't know, but we'll figure that all
Listen,
out.
man, man, you need to figure out when exactly you're gonna get your.
I don't know when it's gonna happen. I don't know.
Listen, where was it supposed to be delivered from? What shipper company?
Hold on.
He's saying if it's UPS, you can put it in a good word.
No, it's not. It's by what's this? Central Transport.
You shit out of luck.
Yo, Ricky Brown, just please listen to me. Just cancel that. Say, I want to cancel. Whatever. Get your money back. It's going.
But you can't just do that. You got to get an RMA authorization. It's like a process. You can't just say, "Hey, I don't want it no more," and they give you your money back.
Just
like
do
that.
it like you do on Amazon.
No, you can't do that. Like you gotta, bro. You gotta get an RAM request. Fill out exactly what happened and this and that. Because then here's what's gonna happen. The bastards are gonna say, "Well, it did show up and this and that or whatever." Then you're gonna get hit with a restock fee. Like, yo, there's so much garbage. It's not. It's not like returning. It's not like returning a console. Like that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I mean, it's returnable, but you have to have an authorized return.
Oh man, that's gonna take a minute.
This motherfucker never wanted to listen, right?
Okay, Parker, fine. You were right. 1 out of like 30 times. Well, 2 times.
No. Listen, man.
So basically, how long would that take? Like
RMA? You're talking like maybe 3 weeks or something like that.
3 weeks?
Yeah, because what happens is they're not. First of all, that's 3 weeks before you finally get your money back. You got to go through all the hoops and stuff, and they're gonna send you a check. And you know how long that's going to take to clear. Like,
buddy. Ricky Brown, you should know better than that.
Come on, Parker. What were you saying, Ricky?
No, it's going to be a while. You're talking like 3 because I was looking at like different people, like you type it up in Google, like how long does it take to get a refund from Digital Storm, and this guy had a whole thing where I guess his grandmother died or something, and he didn't want it anymore, and then he said it was like a month before he got his money back.
Oh my God! Yep.
Wow.
See? Yeah, he says like a month.
It's time to go to Best Buy.
So basically, the same time that you bought the piece.
Pretty much. What up, cuz? You got any you got any parting shots, brother? Before we get up out of here, where'd you go? You went to the gym. How many steps you got right now?
I'm at like 3,500 right now. No, I was at work today though. I was at work.
I'm at 13,076.
Hey, look at you, bro. That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, buddy. And the thing about this, I got lazy with this podcasting once I got this damn chair because I usually stand up during my podcast. Now I got this dang chair, man, and now I'm sitting down. Like I haven't stood up all hour and 2 hours and 1 minute. I've been sitting down. Didn't stand up one time. Yeah, that's what that I don't like. So I'm gonna change that next week. Next week I'm probably gonna turn it to the standing desk and just stand up. Cause sitting in this chair, this ain't for me, bro. I don't sit that long at work. 2 hours in a minute. No, I won't do that.
Yeah, right now I'm on a weight loss journey myself, man.
Yeah. Hey, listen. It all starts, Pastor, watching what you eat. Watch what you eat.
Of course, man.
Sign up to this. I use this app called hold on, I'll tell you right now. I use this app. It's called Lose It. LOSEIT. Lose It. I have the premium version of it, but there is a free app version for it, and it keeps track of all your calories. You put your weight in, how much weight you want to lose. It tells you how many calories you should intake. It tells you how many steps you should take if you want to lose weight. And that, along with Noah cheating, was one of the big reasons that helped me. It's because you got to have a buddy. You can't do it alone. I'm telling you right now, you can't do it alone. You got to have somebody who's willing to push you. And Noah would push me all the time. Like me and Noah was fighting. I'd be up at night and I tell my wife I'm going for a second walk. Why? Because Noah's got 3,000 more steps than me, and I need to catch him. Or man, So that's kind of what we was doing. And that right there, you need a buddy. And again, me and Noah are thousands of miles apart. But, when he start posting his stuff in Discord, talking about man, this is what I did. And I'm like, oh, nah, I got to beat that. He ain't going to sit here and beat me. He ain't going to have nobody posting, 20,000 steps and I'm at 3 or 4. Nah, that ain't going to happen. Nah.
20,000. I try to make at least 8,000 or 9,000 for a day.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Mac City. Mac, what's up, man? Bro, we didn't see Mac today, and we didn't see Merkenstein today. Like, yo, what Mac and Merk was up out of here? The Double M brothers. They wasn't in here, but yeah, man, that's yeah, you need a buddy. Pastor Joe, get you a Fitbit or whatever, and put the stuff in the Discord. And we always show our stats, and that's kind of how we feed off each other. Know what's all over there? That's what we do, bro.
Yeah, I have one of those smartwatch with the walk tracker.
Yep. It'll keep the walk. Post that in there, and this is how it works here. Noah tag you. He'll tag me. Let's say if Noah, Noah be cheating, he'd be like he did 35,000 in the morning or something like that. So now I'm chasing him all day. So you see Noah did 35 when he tags all of us in there, and you sitting at 3. You gotta step your game up. My rule of thumb is
motivation.
Absolutely, you always want to have at least 10,000 steps a day minimum. If you get at least 10,000 and you control your sugar intake, you will lose weight no matter what. That is a fact.
I stay away from liquid sugars. I stay away from liquid calories unless it's a protein shake. I don't drink my calories.
Oh man, shout out to Mac. Mac said he took a nap. Oh man, Mac took a nap. He said he took a nap. Yeah, be right, Noah. Listen, Pastor Joe, I wouldn't go over 2,000 calories. If you stick to the rules, 2,000 calories, don't go over that, and 10,000 steps. You'll feel better, you'll sleep better, guaranteed. And then once you do that, you'll have more energy. Then you'll want to walk more. You don't want to just sit at 10,000 steps. You want to go to 15,000 steps. Then you'll be like, you know what? 15,000 steps ain't enough. Tell them, cuz, now I want a gym membership. Yeah. Let's go to the gym now. Like, that's what, that's...
I'm going to be real, though. I'm going to say the worst part with the calorie tracking is you have to track everything.
Everything. Yes, you have to track everything, bro.
Condiments, flour, like anything you consume, you have to track it all. You got to weigh it. The best way to do it is to weigh it.
Yeah, you got to do it, bro. Yeah, hey, I did it today. You got to do it every day. I've done it for over 360 something days straight. I've done this.
Sometimes the oil you cook your food in will have more calories than the food you eat.
That's right.
Depending on how much oil you use.
Yeah, right now I'm 285 and I am 6'7".
You 6'7".
You 6'7"?
Yeah, 6'7".
Oh man, we're almost like the same height and size, bro. Like literally.
Hey.
Yo, that's crazy. Wow, yo, this dude is a mirror image of me, yo.
Yeah, man.
Wow. How about
I'm a big dude.
Wow, I didn't know that, Pastor. I didn't know that you was that big.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, my man.
Yeah. I know it's a joke that right now I'm starving. I didn't get rain for 3 months, but I'm big, man.
Oh man! Wow. Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah,
my entire family. My entire family are tall. I don't know what tribe we from, but we are tall guys. Actually, I'm the shortest of everyone.
Yeah, my father's side, Jamaican side, they're tall. They're all there. Yeah, they're real tall.
I have uncles like 6'9", 7'1".
Yeah, my father had an uncle that was 7 feet tall. Uncle Wink.
Yeah,
he was 7 feet tall. Yeah.
Those guys are big.
Yeah, buddy. So Noah, check it out. My calorie intake right now, I'm at only a net of 201 calories. But I ate 752 calories of food. Bro, I tried. I had 2 hot link sausage. I had 2 hot link beef sausages today, right?
Yeah.
Mrs. Brown made me a croissant sandwich with turkey breast, 1 piece of American cheese, lettuce, and mustard.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I didn't add my ruffles in. Hold on.
I normally end my day around 2,500 calories, but I burn anywhere between like 600 to 1,000 normally.
So I'm at.
But my protein intake is high though. I try to get at least like 180 grams of protein.
All right. So So let me do this again. So my total intake, my net is 477 calories. So I'm under about 2,000 calories where I need to be because I'm minus 55. I'm minus 551 because of my my workout this morning. So yeah, you know, I'm gonna stay this way. Saturdays are usually like that, though. I don't usually, you know, do a whole lot of eating and stuff. So Max said,
So how much weight how much weight you lost, Ricky?
120.
What?
Yeah.
That's a lot, man.
Yes, sir.
That's a lot. But congratulations on that.
Thanks. Yeah. So
And just know that with the same routine that you have been doing, that is how you lost it, or did you do something else?
No, this is it. I'm telling you, it was Noah. Noah, like, there was times, man, he just kept posting and while we was on that journey. And he'd jump into Discord in the morning. That was at my old job. And when Post Up, we used to all be in there. Post Up claimed that he was going to be on the journey with us, but, you know, it didn't really happen. Post Up
right now is posting steak sandwiches.
Listen, Post Up was in the Discord on the treadmill. He took 13 steps and he turned it off and said, I'm going to hit it again tomorrow. Hold on. And then, you know, that was it. But, you know, but it was basically, a lot of that had to do because I had a partner. I had Noah. Noah was there to push. Like, Noah, because I didn't even catch on to doing that really until Noah would take pictures of what he ate and he'd start posting his workout videos. And then he was like, hey, I did 3,000 steps today, or I did an hour on an elliptical, or whatever the hell that thing is. And then I was like, okay. And then we just started comparing like steps. And then that's how it all started. It never ended since then. We always kept in touch, like doing it that way. That's kind of how it was.
Well, I try to walk like 3 days in a week. There's a big savanna by us, so I walk around the savanna. That's about 4,000 steps. And then in the afternoon, I go and preach. That will give me about 2,000 steps, 2,000, 3,000 steps. And that's how I get my 7,000 to 8,000 a day.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to cut weight too, Pastor. Like if you wear a lot of heavy clothing in the heat, like that's what like in the summertime, I got full sweatpants, hoodie, even a hat. You know.
You sweat more. You sweat more.
Yeah.
You're doing more.
Yes, sir. I gotta do that. You know, shout out to Mac City and Thriller Ali. These brothers talking about getting healthy too. That's what I'm talking about.
That 120 pounds. If I could lose that right now,
I think that's too much. You gotta at that height. You got to be about 220. I think is the lowest you can go.
220.
Yes,
that was my lowest. That was my lowest actually. 220.
Yeah. You can't go lower than that. You gonna.
And I was slim back then. I was slim, man, real slim. I couldn't stop the girls from coming after me, man. I gotta beat them up with the broomstick.
Yeah, you have to do.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. Well, all right. Shout out to Pastor. Shout out to Noah, Lavon. Greatness. We're going to get back up. Definitely on Saturday. I'll try to do a show on Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen with that. Mac, Badman.
It was a good show, man.
All the brothers in the chat. I appreciate you coming through. Ridge, he came through. Hey, we're going to do it again.